Hello and good morning. Hello, 4 teams. That's insane. I've already thought about doing that for the intro when we do eventually get around to doing this one on the videos. 4 clubs, Jeremy. That's insane. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. How are we bloody well doing? It's exciting. I'm already stressed. I feel like we need to get into it quite quickly today. So in before we definitely don't get into it quickly today. But you're going to see why it's extra stressful in a second. Are we eyeing a 5th team already? Kind of. Is it? Do you see that? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. How are we doing there, everyone? Hope you are good. Doing modding. Come on now. Yeah, Ollie's apparently got to do modding here. We do need to count some charges. There's already been some off stream as well. We'll get into that in a second. First of all, how are we doing on this fine Sunday morning? Save some clubs for the rest of us. Yeah, classic. How you doing, Breezy? Welcome in. Pringle with the 5 months. Thank you very much. No, sorry. Pringle with the 2 years, I should say. 5-month streak always gets me. Thank you for the prime. 2 bloody years. Legend. Walk like a model. Show off the shirt. All right. There you go. Is that exactly what you wanted and more? Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Have I just seen who I think I've seen? Where do you think you've seen something? Who did you see? Who have you seen? What's going on? Right. True. How you doing? Do the Jimmy Bullard. I could have done that. Yeah. I want to buy that kit. I mean, we may be able to at some point. That was the idea, and then I just kind of sort of didn't. Team in Norway, Sweden, since their seasons are different times. Yeah, that's what I kind of want to agree. Sorry. Avoid is what I meant to say there. To focus on the calves. I've had terrible trouble with my calves, Breeze. Terrible trouble. I went for physio. They put cups on it and everything, and they're still awful. But yeah. How you doing, Bill? Welcome in. How's Kat doing? She is heavily pregnant. Heavily pregnant. Feels like that should be on OnlyFans. Can someone just clip that, delete it from the VOD, put it on the Patreon? Perfect. Thank you very much. Forward had a similar kit a few years ago with the stripe bit. Did they? It's quite it's just I kind of just had to go with something that's kind of generically spineless. It's quite cool though, isn't it? Bad calf gang represent. It's just Atika, what do you actually do? Because you run, right? What do you do about it? Because like basically I went to the physio and she was like, yeah, I don't really know, to be honest. It looks like you load on the outside of your calves quite a lot. So maybe have do these exercises, activities, have 3 to 5 days off and see if it gets better. I waited that. It didn't get better. I did the activities. It hasn't got better. So I don't know what to do. Finally, you can catch one of the streams. Welcome in, Deezer. Welcome. When will your baby arrive? I will get another son. Arriving in July, August. End of May. It's birth month, chat. Technically, due date is the 25th of May. So basically at any point. Today, Kat is officially 37 weeks, which means she's full term of pregnancy. So if the baby comes at any point now, we need to be ready basically. So this stream could end early is what I'll say. So we can't do a drinking stream. Well, I can, but probably not. No. I do strength exercise for the calf on the bottom step of my stairs. Aim to do it multiple times a day, but don't always. Yeah, like calf raises and things. I mean, I've had to be doing those a while for my knee anyway. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's a strength thing with my calves or if it's a strength thing with my legs above my, like higher up my legs. That means that I'm low, like the load is there. I don't know. But we can probably have a running chat elsewhere, to be honest, rather than with everybody else watching. How are we doing there, everybody? Welcome in. Let me go and get through these resubs here because we had Pav with the 40 months, legend, new club Hoodis, sporting. Ollie with the 56 months. That is just ridiculous. Pringle with 2 years, and Mr. Pie with a brand new primer. With a primer, I almost said there. Thank you, legends. It did come through, yeah, I saw yours. I did see yours, Ollie. Thank you very much. It was 6 minutes ago. It was before we went on. It was on the starting stream. The starting screen, I should say. I mean, my wife is also pregnant. We wait for another son. Yeah, that makes sense. Your 3 clubs development, so good. Thank you. Yes. Morning, Tom. Welcome in. For some reason, didn't allow me to put a message or anything. Yes, all right, Ollie. We're all good. We appreciate you without, don't we? You put plenty of messages in the chat. You're all good. Chaz, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're well. Right, have I missed anybody? If you're in here and I haven't said hi to you, hi, hello. Basic did a highlight of a message. Hey, Clay, South African here. Just caught up with the Pentagon Challenge. Fun fact, Sundown's nickname is the Brazilians. Just thought you should know. It added to the theme. It does, actually, doesn't it? I brought quite a lot of Brazilians there as well, Giovanni, and that, didn't I? Love that. Love that. Welcome in from South Africa. I like the shirt. Thank you. Very much enjoying that shirt. It's cool, isn't it? It is cool. If people want to buy it, you have to tell me, and then we can make them available. Because I can't. Well, I probably have to. I can't remember where. I could do it though. Basically, if you really wanted to. B Forest. Probably not right now, to be honest. Hi everyone. Got 4 clubs and a very short window. Yeah, right. Pav's right. We need to get into this game. So here's like a teacher right now. Who remembers what we did last time? I'm testing you. I am. That's right. Who remembers where we got to last time in the stream? Not me. Yeah, fair enough, Ollie. Because that will lead into why we've got a very short window now to try and get 4 clubs transfer windows done. It's a lot, basically. There was a Champions League final. Yep, that happened. Actually, more stuff happened after that, though. Who remembers? I have not edited yet, so no. Yeah. Not me. I was in Liverpool last stream. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. This is okay. No, this is why we do this. Get everybody caught up, etc. Can you do a draft today? Absolutely not. No. I'm just going to put it out there right now, JRT, because there's a couple of questions in there. I mean, you've asked me to do a draft twice now in quick succession. Just going to put it out there. I'll probably not be taking suggestions on who to manage and what to do on the stream today. Just, blanket rule on that at this stage. I'm happy you're engaged. I'm happy you've got suggestions and incessant questions. However, that's sort of the blanket rule on this. I've sort of already decided what I'm going to do before the stream in a way. Yeah. If you're watching YouTube and don't want spoilers, I'd leave this stream. Yeah. If you are... I kind of said that in a comment. If you've watched the YouTube series and you don't want to be one video behind, watch the VOD of this instead of this stream. However, it's all sort of part of it, isn't it? And actually, I start the video with the update. Tomorrow's video starts with the update anyway, and then just tells the story of how we got there. So it's not you won't miss too much in that regard. But yeah, we are slightly ahead, if that makes sense. And I've kind of spoiled it already. YouTube viewer here, first time in the stream. I really like your idea with the multi-club save. Currently, I'm doing a multi-club save and I'm at 11 clubs. Olu, what's going on? 11. That's insane. How you doing, James? Welcome in, buddy. Notflo wants a draft as well. Fair enough. Are you okay? That is madness. I suppose you must be just kind of like really DOFing it and just moving the players around and stuff. Making this look simple. Yeah, this is just child's play right now, isn't it? He just said, I'm not okay, guys. Great work. Great work. That is when you've... Is that too much Football Manager, chat? Where's the line? I feel like that might have crossed it just about. The gauntlet has been thrown down. Yeah, in before now, we are really scraping the barrel for content before FM26 gets here. And we're just adding our 13th team. That's in about 6 months' time, right? By 1 p.m, Spinus will have 12. Do you reckon? To be fair, we've kind of got 5 rather than 4, but one of them is very much by the wayside, isn't it? I'm kind of addicted. Yeah. Talking to Football Manager, play it. All right, fine. Ollie, but no, before that, we need to do something very important. Very important, actually, Ollie. That's to say Liverpool champions, but that wasn't what I was thinking. Instead, cheers, everybody. If you've got a coffee cup on this Sunday morning, I want to cheers you with my lovely coffee there, look. Good morning. I hope you had a good week. You're going to have a brilliant next week as well, all right? Loading the game feels like too much FM in April. Yeah, I get what you mean. Coffee is brewing as you speak. I hope it's in a Le Creuset as well, James. And to be honest, knowing you, it definitely is as well, isn't it? Cheers. A championship coffee. Love that, Reese. Love that. There's a great emote you could use right now as well. You better believe it is. I just know. I know. It wouldn't be right, would it, if it wasn't? Arne Slot. La, 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 la. Yeah, cheers. Before that, give me your garden advice. Now it's blue skies time. I don't know if I've got garden advice, but I've put a whole new... Sorry, we are actually going to go into this, even though I did just say I'm going to get into it. I've put 2 big raised beds now in the garden. I've planted a whole load of stuff, and it's all just starting to sprout, and it's just a glorious time to be alive. Also, the lawn is looking still patchy, and I think it's getting better. And I've been, just working on it, but I think it's getting better. It's just, I think there's a long way to go. It was in a pretty rough state when we got here. But anyway, there's an update. Right, game. Let's go. to, where shall we start in here? I feel like we should start at Spineless Sporting, shouldn't we? Which is their name, not Spineless Club de Portugal, because we don't care about traditions and technicalities. All right, we're having fun here. We are ruining the complete, like, we're going to annoy as many people in the world of football. We are ruining legacies. We don't care. Oh, technically, it's Sporting Club de Portugal. No, I don't give a shit. All right, sorry, that's an early swear there, and I really tried to stop, but it just kind of came out. It's Spineless Sporting, and I don't care, because we're a horrible energy drink company that doesn't care about these things. So here it is. There is no advertising in the Bundesliga clubs. Obviously, says Red Bull Leipzig and VfL Wolfsburg, Volkswagen, etc. Yeah, Spineless Sporting sounds good, doesn't it? This is Spineless Sporting, everyone. And this is, did you know in Germany? Shut up, yeah. To be fair, the people who are saying that is like, they are, I've had to try and be really, really, nice to them in the YouTube comments, because they don't know that we started this save about a year ago, and they don't know that we've already been through all of this. Its official name is Rasenball Sport. We know, all right? We don't care. It's not real. It's not real. We're called Spineless Wolfsberg. Spineless as an adjective at the start of the name there. It doesn't make sense. It's real to me. Yeah, I like it, but I kind of understand it, because we've been through this, haven't we? We've been through this. Either way, we're having fun, all right? And, oh, God, the one that got me was like, why are you just signing all the same players? I'm like, right, let me rant about this, actually. Someone said, I'm actually going to rant about it. To be fair, someone replied with a really good comment to it. You're going to catch me on a bad one now. Someone left a comment, and I just thought, I was like, you've got kind of a point, fair enough. But also, I've kind of explained it in the video. I basically said, like, I said, didn't I say in the last video, if you watched it, that I'm just having fun, and yeah, I know I'm signing all the good young players, but also I don't actually do that often. This is sort of what I'm doing. This is fun. So people are complaining about things that I've already explained, which is annoying in itself. But there was someone said, I'm finding it. Not the one that I put in the Discord, because that one was just ridiculous. I'm like, I actually can't win with that. Even if I'm really polite and nice, they still go, right, shows that you can't take criticism. I was like, I can. All right? You don't understand what my Twitch stream is like. You don't know what the chat is like on a stream-by-stream basis. No, it wasn't that one. I don't know. I can't find it anyway. But basically it said, don't you get bored? You always just sign all of the same players every single save. Don't you get bored? Oh no, and they also said, I can't watch this anymore. Don't you just say you always sign the same players every single save? Don't you get bored? And then I thought about it, and I was like, well, first I replied saying, that's fine, don't watch it then, all good. Like, you don't need to, honestly, I'm being deadly honest here as well. If you are that type of person that gets upset with that type of thing, I would prefer it if you didn't watch. And I know that my income is based on people watching. But if you are that person, you don't get it, don't watch. I genuinely would prefer that, because you just, like, you're not my type of people. Anyway, secondly, and someone left a comment like this below, and I was like, you're my hero. The last save I did was a Pentagon save. We did a Pentagon save where, by the time I could sign any of the good players in the save, it was about 2035, so I didn't sign any of them. I signed Renato Sanchez and Mateus França as our best players at the time where you could sign any of these players. So I didn't sign any of them in the save. By the time I could sign them, it was all new gens, right? So a Pentagon save, didn't sign any of them. What was the save we did before that? It was a youth-only save where we didn't sign a single player. We didn't sign anyone. What do you mean you always sign every save? You sign the same players? Well, that's the last two saves I've done. I haven't done that, have I? So that's a good one. The save before that, what was it? We did a challenge. I did a challenge with creators telling me who to sign. I signed a whole team of centre backs. A whole team of centre backs. Like, in one of the seasons. What was before that? We did a Scottish-only save. Yeah, you always sign the same players. It's always these Scottish new gens. It's always the Scottish wonder kids you're signing. A whole save of only signing Scottish players. Before that, what do? We were Weymouth in League 2. No, in the National League. Weymouth. What? That was the save before that. So what are you on about? I'm fine. People complain for the complaining's sake. To be fair, I wouldn't have like. You've not. And I was like, do you know what? I'm not letting this get to me. I'm not gonna let it get to me. I'm gonna take it well. It doesn't. I'm fine. Like that's what I thought to myself. I was like, Then I'm fine. Don't worry about it. He's a muppet. I am. To be fair, I am. You're right. Someone hit a nerve. No, he didn't. It didn't annoy me. I'm not annoyed. I'm fine. I'm fine. I actually am fine though. I am. No, genuinely. Anyway, not you, the other. I know Otto. I was joking. I know. Cheers, everyone. And we did a Turkish only save. We did so many other saves. Literally, I couldn't be doing, and this is like genuine now, I couldn't actually be doing more variants in types of save like that we're doing on YouTube. I couldn't be trying to do more of the opposite of what he's just complained about there. And I know it's like, obviously, people just complain about everything. And do you know what's actually probably happened there? He probably watches other people's saves and other people's content who will then, obviously, things double up. Also, last point, we're about a year and a half into this game. 18 months of doing this game. What do you reckon? Now, if I tried to be not signing any of the same players in any save, I wouldn't have any players left to sign. 18 months of the same game. Blame that. Thanks, Dazza. Thanks, Mikey. Apparently that gets subs. I'm here when the highlight of Clayton's doing only Brazilians was Richarlison. That's true, actually, yeah. Also, we started this save a year ago. Exactly. So, like, I might have been signing the same people then, but I signed these guys ages ago. Anyway, cheers, everyone. I know that you guys are not that, but also, yeah, I'm fine. It didn't annoy me at all. When are we signing Samu? I've sold him. Out of spite, Samu's been sold. There you go. I've sold him. He's gone to Arsenal. All right? We're going to get onto that, but also they paid 100 million for him. So he's actually gone. I've actually sold him from Wolves. He's gone to Arsenal. That'll teach him. Yeah. Cat's asleep, I think, by the way. She's definitely not anymore, is she? Yeah, they paid 100 million, so I was like, I'm gonna have to say yes to that. So Samu's gone, which is another reason we've got loads to do here, but the main reason, I'm gonna have a little drink here, do a video just signing all of those players. Yeah, but acting as if I've discovered them. Can you imagine how triggered? That's a great, I know April Fool's has been and gone, but that is a great wind-up thing to do a video signing players like Rooney Bargy and Lamine Yamal and acting like you've discovered them in the game. Guys, oh my God, I found this amazing wonder kid. Like, you were like, guys, you need to go and sign him go and find him right now. He's called, what's his name? Lamine Yamal. Yamal. Honestly, I've signed Yamal and he's so good. That would be great, wouldn't it? You get so many bites. Yeah, mispronounce every name. Exactly. Yamal. Arda Güler looks amazing. Physicals of a toddler. There he is. Right, anyway. Spineless Sport. I need to give him his nickname, actually. Even though he doesn't play for us anymore. It's because it's a new manager, isn't it? Maybe I just didn't nickname him with him. Yeah, Rooney Badger. 10 Wonderkins you've never heard of. Don't have Wonderkids either. Please, for the love of God, set a reminder for next year. Yeah, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? I could do that Rooney thing for the movie, couldn't I? I could do that, yeah. How is no one talking about this player? Like, how many in do you reckon I would get before people started going, oh, it's a wind-up? I reckon you get quite far. Right. Spineless Sporting are our newest team in the network. We now have 4 teams in our network, which is Wolfsberger, Wolfsburg, Wolves, and Spineless Sporting, who are sort of wolves. Like, I don't know what this thing is on there, but they've sort of, I don't know, we could make it a wolf, I suppose, couldn't we? Right. It would have been a great April Fool's, wouldn't it? I always think of these things and never actually do them. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Florian Wirtz. Florian as well. Florian Wirtz. These guys are in. Notice the date is the 1st of August. We've got 1 month of transfer window left, and that is it. 1 month left of this transfer window, and I have done no transfers for Spineless Sporting because Mickey DeZubs has only just got here. I spent, after last week's stream, I went and did the thing where we've brought Anton Salatros back into the network, but he's now the Wolfsberger manager. And because it took so long to apply for the job and wait for them to get the job, etc., etc., we have only got 1 month and, I mean, it's about 8 days, 6 days. 6 days until the seasons kick off, and I haven't really done any transfers yet. So we're in a bit of a situation where today is going to be not a lot of continuing, a lot of trying to work out what the transfer business is going to go. It's going to be really stressful because there's 4 clubs to try and move players around. I've tried to do a bit of a plan, and there's some things that I need to update you on already because the window's obviously been open during this time. So one of them, if we start with Wolves, then one of them is that we have sold Samu. I've also sold the following players. So Samu has gone to Arsenal because they offered me £101 million, and I decided that that was too good to say no to. So he's got 4 clubs, Jeremy, I know. So Spineless are in Germany, Austria, England and Portugal. Close. What's this guy at? So prediction. It's definitely that. Wolfsberger really struggling, but Corinthians dead and buried. That is exactly what's going to be happening. Yes. Fully agree, Atuku. Yes. Also, don't forget the rival expansion. Yeah, can you tell me, Pav, can you just explain what has actually been done? Because obviously you did it, and I actually haven't looked at that yet. And I will do the name changes and stuff like that. But can you just explain what you've done for that? And we'll talk about that in a second as well. You say Australia is a joke. I'm glad. I've also sold Alvaro Rodriguez to Sunderland for £14 million. He was out on loan last year. Bino Gittins has gone to Augsburg for £11 million. He was already on loan, and they've made that permanent. So yeah, Pav has also done a thing in the save where to try and increase a little bit of competition and make it harder. Red Bull, obviously they've got the link to Leeds already. They have also pumped a whole load of extra money into Leeds as the first club, and what I'm going to do is probably change them to Red Bull Leeds if I can. Probably won't be able to because I couldn't change Wolves in there, but they've already got the kit, so you can kind of see that exists. Maybe I'll change the badge a little bit to try and make it kind of interesting. And then, so they may well go a bit crazy in this transfer window. And they've also, in Portugal, if we go to the bet click, Braga are also now owned by Red Bull. You should see in the affiliate bit. Oh, is it in the affiliate bit, is it? There you go. Braga are now part of Leipzig, Salzburg, Leeds, Bragantino, etc. Braga, because they kind of sound a bit like Bragantino, are also in the partnership. So every league has an RB team. So we'll change this to RB Braga at some point and give them some proper kits as well. But I just didn't get around to it this time. But that is something we probably won't see it either, but we will get around to doing that at some stage too. So hopefully every league, and we've also, I think, boosted Leipzig and boosted Salzburg a little bit to try and make it a bit more competition, because obviously we've won quite a lot, and because we've got so many good young players, it should be getting easier and easier. So if we can artificially create a bit more competition too, I think it'll be really fun and interesting, and we can always add more and more of those and make them more and more competitive with more money, etc. So should be good. Would you ever add a Monster Energy team to make it a 3-way rivalry? I don't see why not. Yeah, you could do. Who could we do in Portugal? We could do like Monster Boa Vista. I quite like that, actually. Monster Boa Vista just out of nowhere, and then Benfica just get left behind or something. Does the City group also have that set up with its club? I think City do, yeah. I think if you go to City's affiliates, look, they will also have all of their teams. Yeah, all of them are in there. They've got so many, haven't they? They've got Celtic are in there, look. Girona, etc. So yeah, they're all in there. Hashtag United is sponsored by Monster. Get them in the Prem. We could give them loads of money and see how long it takes them to get in there. I think that's the point of this save, is that we can have so much fun with it, because that's sort of the point of it. And I almost wonder whether we try to jump through seasons a bit quicker now, and maybe off stream if I make a bit more progress, etc. Because we become more of a director of football, and all of the focus becomes on the transfer windows a bit more. I kind of feel like we could maybe kind of do that a little bit. Could go and make a Spineless Swindon or something. I don't hate that as well, just to send maybe someone in the Championship or maybe League One or something, just to send loan players. Yeah, and the save's malleable and kind of see where it goes. And we're on an adventure that the world is going to, like you guys like leading it a bit, and the world can change as we go through it. I think it's super fun, and it's I think it's the exact type of thing that we need for this type of, this stage of FM24 basically. Spineless Stevenage, yeah. I like it. Everyone be so triggered. It's great though. Maybe they've added it in the save then. Athmos, perhaps, but maybe. Not sure. Yeah, Anderlecht in there, maybe. Don't know. Monster Milan. Yeah. We're not actually in Italy yet, though, are we? By the way, if you've followed because of the YouTube videos and you're here right now, wave hello. Make sure that we know you're here. Introduce yourself. That'd be weird, but, you still couldn't you? We've also got bids for Job, which is a loan. I don't want to sell Job, so we're going to keep him because we've got a lot to do, and I don't want to sell the backup keeper either because I think we need to keep him. Right. So, I also sold Bino Gittens. I've also moved Lenny Yoro permanently over to Wolfsberger. That was this summer, yeah. I've also loaned Barros Charlotto into Wolfsberger too. So there's your update there. We'll obviously, in a second, welcome in, Athmos. What we will do is have a look at the spreadsheet in a second and show you what I've got and what my plan is a little bit. Whether we get to actually, that it's going to be so changeable depending on who, like, I've got ideas of moving players to different teams, and if they don't want to do it, I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to have to change it, basically. I feel called out. I love the vids on YouTube. Welcome in, Go Ghosty. Welcome. That's a phenomenal name, and I've missed it. AS Monstanaco. Yeah, it's hard to say, though, but that would be really, oh my God. Borussia Mönchengladbach is amazing. That's the one. Borussia Mönchengladbach that would really upset people. I love it. Is League Rep of Austria League now top 6? We'll check that actually, Hippo, in a second. It might well be because Wolfsberger have been in the Champions League every year now, haven't they? That's the one you're referring to. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, Midtjylland have the... going into Denmark and stuff, Midtjylland have the Wolves thing, haven't they? So that kind of works too. I don't know. We kind of need to think about... We don't want to do 11 teams because we're not that guy in the chat, but... We don't want to overdo it, but also there's so many opportunities to make it fun, isn't there? I do like the idea of bringing more franchises in. Like, we've trailblazed this, and then they've seen the success, and they've done more of them type of thing. You can see what this stream is turning into. Yeah. I've also we've signed Banyos permanently. We've signed De Bast for £5 million. And I've also moved Murillo here on a free, which that's definitely a charge, isn't it? I think his contract was up in a year. But that's definitely a charge to move him there on a free. He was on loan as well last year. But yeah, Murillo's gone on a free there. Ollie, keep a tally of that for me, please. That's definitely one, isn't it? That's the Wolves business. I don't know if there was any at the end of last season, was there? No, that was in Feb. No. Was there any sales before the end of the season? No. So that's us up to date with Wolves. Borussia Mönchengladbach is actually genius. It is. Keep an eye on that. Hull City. Good. What does Leone classify as a charge? I don't really know, to be honest. I'm not sure. Magical! How you doing, buddy? Whoa! Thank you very much for the 27, legend. Manchester Spritty. That's awful. Hate that. I know we have a busy stream today, but can we do a rename check if possible? If we get a chance to, Pringle, yeah. What I might do is I can stick like the save file somewhere. If people wanted to have a look at things like new gens or just like explore a little bit, maybe on the Patreon or something. If you're in the Patreon, in the Discord, something like that. I feel like, because I know that we don't usually have a lot of time to try and get into these things, do we? But yeah, we can. Maybe we could do that. If you want me to send it to you, I can. Right. Let's move through to Wolfsburg, and then we'll go through what I've done so far, and then we'll do the plan on the spreadsheet. At Wolfsburg, I have signed a player for £1 million, who's called Brandon Ayala Fayado, who is, to be fair, he's not bad, is he? For a left back for £1 million. I've just found him in Colombia. So he's come in as a backup left back. I don't even know if he was on the spreadsheet yet, but just like these players are just ridiculous and they just exist. So for £1 million, I think we did that ages ago, and then he's just turned 18, so he can move. Lovely little curtain hair that he's got going on. Bayern Brew. Oh, my God. Turn their kit orange. Get them to have they can only sign Scottish players. They're Bayern Brew. That's outrageous. That is outrageous. Defo Patreon over Discord. People will start gen hunting. I meant, James, for that exact reason. I didn't want to just put it on the Patreon because people will start new gen hunting, and I wanted to give it to people who had Patreon. So I said the people who are Patreon members and in the Discord section, to narrow it down even further. Basically, you're completely right though. Yeah, that's almost a video idea. It almost is, isn't it? Only one signing after winning the Champions League Fenway Spineless Group. It is. However, we will do more. We've got a lot more to do. I've moved some players too. Obregon's gone to Wolfsberger for 10 million. And he's going to be their right back for next year. Not starter, backup, I think. But he's going to go there because I think we've got better ones who are here. And he's also brilliant. Creators coming up with all these ideas. Us. Welcome to Buy and Brew. Yeah. Maria, we talked about. He's gone. I've loaned this guy back. So he's back on loan at Envigado, and then I've loaned that guy who's rubbish. Did I do anything before the end of the window? I did. No, I didn't. That was in February. Did I do anything here? No. So that's okay. That's the business there. If we go to Wolfsberger, quite a bit of business here because I feel like we had to. This summer, is this all this? No, what's this summer? Okay, we're on the last one. Is there any that's 2027? No. This is what we've done at Wolfsberger so far. We have got Molinier for £8 million. We signed him a while ago, but he's a good midfielder that we need to train as a DM. That's why he's training there. He's just got a lot of potential, so he's in. Monster Munch, nice. Barrel Shalotto on loan. We talked about this guy that I signed for 40k, who I'm hoping he's only 16, so hopefully he develops. But again, apparently the scout said he had good potential. Euro for 10 million and then Obregon for 10 million pounds. We've spent about 18 million pounds here. We've sold Debast, which we knew about. Yeah, he's a flip probably. Sold this youngster. I don't know if this guy had I need to go through and check the new gen renames again, because when we change managers, it messes them up and I lose some of them. So this guy may have been one of the new gens, but I can't remember who he was. So he's gone anyway. We might work it out if I could go and search Jasovic on another manager, couldn't I? But anyway, I've also sold Jaurego. If you remember, he really wanted to leave, and then in the end, he got sold when we didn't have a Wolfsberger manager. They sold Jaurego. So you'll think like we moved. DeZeo moved to Sporting, and then in the time before Salatros got the job, they sold Jaurego, which I did think might happen, and I'm also sort of okay with it because it's these things, if they happen, it's sort of realistic. He wanted to go. 17 million pounds he's gone for, so he's actually a profit on there, and maybe one day we'll have him back. But hasn't done loads anyway. He can turn out to be an amazing player, can't it? He's going to be good, but I'm also like, I think I'm okay with it basically. So yeah, these last two transfer windows are definitely charges. Oh, those last two transfers, these two definitely. Yeah, you're right. Check on Mickey DeZub's profile on the Wolfsberger transfers. What do you mean? Check on Mickey DeZub's profile on the Wolfsberger transfers. As in like, yeah, 17 million isn't enough. I don't hate him gone. Yeah, exactly. I love that Red Bull came in and took advantage of it. It's good narrative, isn't it? I like it. So that is new club. Yes, Lorne. That is the Wolfsberger business. Sporting, if the player is renamed. Oh yeah, could do. Yeah, if I do here and then go Wolfsberger and then go transfers out, it's Magic Waffle. It is. I thought so. Yeah, I thought, there you go. I knew it was a rename. Magical, you've been sold. Sorry. No, you've gone to Austria Vienna. To be fair, I think you would, I think you might play more games now that you go there. Yeah. Olu, yeah. Right. Let's go and do that though. For Salatros, we can rename you so that we've got you. That's a good way of finding it actually, isn't it? Yeah. RIP Waffle. To be fair, a lot of them are getting sold because they kind of have to. Yeah, there you go. You've been sold. Where's Baymon Baroda at? I think you're still there, just not really playing much. You are in the second team at Wolfsburg, look. Still haven't been sold. You did win you won the UEFA Youth League and the under-19 Nordost champions. Does my lovely Newport Sunset exist? I think he does, yeah. I think he needs a move. I agree. Finally, Sporting, I've not done any... That's just their business. I've not done anything with Sporting yet other than sell a couple of players. And basically, I looked at the squad and it's not very good. I actually don't know if there's many players that I really want to keep here, but there's a lot of players at this squad that we're going to have to work out what we're going to do. It's a bit mad. Like, we've got so much to do. Their first game is in 6 days. and we've got to rebuild an entire squad. Poor squad outcome. Yeah, it was a poor squad outcome. When you're on Wolves or Wolfsburg, search and save. If so, for club rankings news item. What's the best words to put in there? Ranking. There's nothing on there. Rep. Boost. Reputation. No, I haven't got it on there. If in doubt, load a few from Spineless Network. We will definitely be doing that, yes. Are there any incredible youth regens at Sporting? There's one guy that I like. Arsenal trying to sign Desiree Doué, look. There's one guy that I quite like the look of that I added to my spreadsheet, which we'll look at in a second. It was this guy here, who I thought looks quite good. He's 18 and looks like he could be quite good. So we'll keep him around. Yeah, Doué, we're not going to sell him, don't worry. We need to try and get Doué, I think, to Sporting. Let me show you the spreadsheet, though, and it hopefully will give you an idea of what what's going on. Oh, a Tiku. Do you want to go for him? Oh, chat, what do we reckon to that? What do we reckon to that? So technically it didn't come from a youth intake, but it is a youth player. Are we allowing... I'm going to let Ollie decide. Are we allowing a Tiku to rename Jefferson? I think we have to be really strict with his name and make it work. I'm going to allow it. Okay, Ollie's allowed it. There we go. And James has allowed it. Fair enough. I think we need to keep Jefferson in there. We could make him a Tiku. How do you say a Tiku son? I kind of think Jefferson a Tiku. Full name. I kind of think that makes... I quite like that. I'd like to rename him Alanyo Temnome. What does that mean? Because I'm probably not going to go with that. Since we didn't know him before. That's true, yeah. Make him sponsors. Yeah. Spineless Jefferson. He's just a sponsored player. Thoughts on doing a Villa FM? Probably not right now, to be honest. I think, have I ever? He is nameless. Oh, he is nameless. Oh, I think, can we go with the... It's a bit hard to say, though. I like it, though. I see where your mind's gone. I do like that. Nameless. Jefferson Atiku sounds right, though. Can we, like, what do we think, chat? What do we think? Not Jefferson Airplane, no. He's very G and he is nameless. He is kind of, isn't he? He is nameless. I like Jefferson Atiku. Temnom, it's said nah. Temnom, is that how you say it? Jefferson. How you doing, Brad? Welcome in today. Jefferson Atiku definitely played for Crawley. I'm going Jefferson Atiku. I'll wait for Atiku to sign off on it, because if he really doesn't want to. If we have a German regen, we could go Kai Norman Namenlos. That's quite nice. I like it. Jefferson Plainson. Why are we doing the plane thing? What's going on? Why are we doing the plane thing? Jeff Monsterson. Definitely played for Crawley. I quite like Jefferson Atiku. He'll be in the squad now then. Anyway, for next year. And he's pretty good as well. It's an old band, I think. Is it? Okay, fair enough. The rest of the squad, you think a good left back? Which one was that? Was it Santos? Because he's just old. Was it this one of these two? Gonçalo oh, it's this guy, wasn't it? Martins. Yeah, I looked at him. He's decent as well. We'll probably, yeah, we'll keep him around. We'll keep him around, I think. I need to work out who's going to be in this squad and who's not. Yeah, him and Jeff. Marcus Edwards is apparently good as well, but I don't know if we'll keep Marcus Edwards. He's 29 now. There's a lot of buying and selling. There's a lot to do. Yeah, Jefferson Atiku. Just go by their potential on here. Jefferson Atiku is one to keep as well. Edwards is wanted. Yeah, I think we need to sell. Basically, anyone who's wanted, I think we should be encouraging to just go and almost do that straight away. But I'm also a bit worried about how, like, making sure we get people in. But should we just try and sell basically as many as possible? Like, I've listed a few, look. I'm selling Conrad Harder for like 50k, 46k. Ribeiro, they've got a lot of, like, there's quite a lot of like 29, 30-year-olds, isn't there? Who wants Edwards? Let's just put this guy in the B squad after that. Should I put the old, like, this guy's 35. Right, where is Marcus Edwards? He's wanted by Wolfsberger. Of course he is. He's massive money. Shall I ask I'm going to ask, see if they'll get a bid. No bids. One club currently interested in him. I wonder if I get an intermediary offer, though. You might. We do. It's not that much. The budgets of Sporting, I'll show you in a second. It's not loads. I reckon we just take that. If we get 17 mil, maybe we get a bit of an auction going as well. I'm kind of okay to take that. Feels realistic. Spineless coming in, selling everyone and making them lose the identity. Yeah. Then offered to clubs at 30. Yeah. There's only one club in for him. The budgets of Sporting is 27 million with a little bit of wage budget as well. Hey mate, how have you edited Sporting and Wolves to your spineless empire? I've been loving the YouTube series. Decided to give it a go live. Love it. McQueen, just for what you mean, we use, well, to be fair, Pav does it. And then the change in the name, you can just do that at any time, basically. By the way, I'm currently in Brazil too. And did you find the insane fixture calendar? It's a lot, isn't it, Otto? It's a lot. The state championship, they kind of take it not very seriously and play young players and develop them is what I did. Yeah. Out in Liverpool with the missus, got my spineless hoodie on. Love that, Brad. Love that, Brad. Hey. Thank you, J Pro. Thank you for the 13 months as well, legend. Do you go full new gen at Sporting? No. I've got a plan. My plan is as follows. I'm going to try and sell as many of these as possible. Oh, one of the players to bring in at Sporting is Yuri Penis. I've started to try and get that done. I'd like to bring him here on loan if we can. I think that value is too high anyway. I agree. Yeah, 25 million would be about right. I agree. I almost reckon we try and sell even more of these. Let's go down the list and do, if they're wanted, maybe sell them. Like Franco Israel. To be fair, goalkeeper isn't something that I found. Exactly. Luton has to join the spineless army after the news handling this week. Yeah. Are we going to get a better... I'm sure we are. Yeah, that is true, Ollie, as well. Do we have an invert profile? We haven't, have we? Let's see if they'll make a bid. 2.6 million. It's not great. And then there's a Bologna loan. I don't really want a loan to buy offer from Bologna. I mean, I kind of just want to get rid and just then rebuild, and we'll kind of just do it from there. I just worry about this first game of the season. We're going to have no players, but... sort of is what it is, isn't it? Do we get any bids? Okay, we got some transfer bids. They're really low, which is maybe his true value, actually, isn't it? Let's go with let's go with this one, as it's the lowest and it's a transfer. So we'll go with that. Take all the cash, fire sale. Yeah, I think you might actually be right, and I might actually listen for once. Momo and Bai, does he get an actual bid? No, even though he's already got a bid for him. Okay, I think you can auction. We might be able to auction. Yeah. Guilherme Suarez is wanted, 220k. Do we get any bids for him? We'll take that bid there. Happy days. Here, imagine this actually happening in real life, by the way. Yeah, I think we fire sale, and then we keep Jefferson Atiku, we keep the left back, and that's maybe even it. This is a 6'3" centre back with no face. Let's sell him. 2.5 to 2.6 million pounds. Let's get some offers. Lovely. And if we can auction any of them, also great. Not wanted, not wanted. Let's get rid of the wanted ones first, and then we can try and force the other ones, I guess, can't we? This is my sort of stream. Yep. We ignore the protest. Yeah, ignore the protest. Ignore it. Just, I promise you it's going to be good in the end, all right? Just don't worry about what we're doing and how we're ripping out the very soul of your club, okay? Is it worth training Atiku as a right inside forward? Yes, so he's on the wrong side. Maybe. Possibly, yeah. Right. Wanted. Where do we get to? Barroso. Your Maximiliano Araujo is 3.1 million. Done deal. Way lower than that. We've got a bid for Alanzinho already. Great name, but... Did I offer out Marcus Edwards? I did, didn't I? Yeah. I'm going to offer him out anyway, because it says Salzburg on there, but they're not bidding. So let's just offer out for 20 and see what happens. Have Sporting been successful? No. So, Sporting have not won the league now for 3 seasons. And now we're back. So, Porto have won it for 3 seasons in a row. Spineless have finished 3rd, 5th, and then they won it before that, look. Which, third, 5th, 3rd, and then they won it. So, they're the 3rd of the big 3 that are in Portugal. Actually finished 5th the year before that as well. So, no. Alanzinho feels like a regen rename. It really does, doesn't it? It does. Back to that squad. Back to the fire sale. You want to buy anybody else now? Just Salzburg still. That's sort of... Got a bid for him. Pervader, no bid for him. If I don't sell them, I think I might just chuck them in the reserves and pretend they don't exist as well afterwards. We're not truly Jim Ratcliffe until you sack all the staff. That's true. We'd actually need to think about whether we bring in any more stuff. Anyone on silly wages? No, not really. 52k Nuno Santos, who is 33, who I've listed. I mean, I'd love to move him on for not very much money. Do we get... Oh, we got... Oh, look at that. Transfer loan. I think we go for that. Even if the loans are good. Let's go with the transfer loan. Marcus Edwards next. Duarte. Not wanted. Sort by value. Yep. Value is Gabri Martinez at the top. And then Jefferson Atiku. Take the money and run, exactly. I guess Gabri Martinez then. He is 25. He's actually pretty good, isn't he? When did they... How much did they sign him for? 22 million. He's been here for 4 seasons. Why are you selling them all? Will you build a team from zero? Basically, yeah. Crow's bone. Crow's bound? Yes, Crows. Yes. He's okay, but would sell if the offer was right. Let's see if there's a bid. 10 to 13 mil. Let's get some offers we might be able to do. Monaco and Marseille might be able to do an auction there, actually. Bragantia, 29 now. Again, pretty well suited to our system. I wouldn't be against keeping him, but also, he's 29. So, Desiree Doué's got his spot in the team, hasn't he? Okay, Norwich kind of thinking about it, look. Let's see if an intermediary can bring a... No, he can't. All right. Another okay, but would sell if right. Yeah. Mukendi, 19 million on you. 26. Could play our role. He's fine. He cost us 10 million pounds. Is there any interest? No. We'll work on him later. Right, chap. Let me pop this up on the screen and show you what I'm working with here. This is window capture. Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry, everyone. Window capture. This is my work in progress. Signings, exactly. We have a lot going on here. So we have 4 teams on our spreadsheet for us to work with. Can I make this full screen? I don't know what just happened there. Don't press F11 on a... I don't know what I've just done. I've broke it already. Right. Just close that. Don't press F11 on an Excel sheet. There we go. This is what we're working with. So, that looks like the Wolfsburg third choice should be first choice for Sporting. That looks like the Wolves should be first choice for Sporting. Not sure what you're saying there, but yeah. Hello, Hannah. For Wolves, I am thinking we have got... That needs to go now. We need a striker for Wolves, definitely. I've done this now. Debast and Murillo I have done permanently. Ollie French Jr. Got what you're saying. Yeah, fair enough. For Wolves, I think we might... To be fair, we don't actually have to sign anybody because we do have Astavranks that can just continue. He was fine. I was just thinking maybe a right back and maybe sell Joachim Mailer. Which is your A team? Well, it has to be Wolfsberg as the A team, I think. Oh, by the way, Sporting are in the Europa League. Why has that moved along? Oh, I know why it's moved along. They're in the Europa League for this year, so everyone else is Champions League. Belieber wasted at left back. No, not true. He's brilliant at left back, and we've got better players at defensive midfield. Gray's better than him as a defensive midfielder. I think maybe a right back. I did look, and there wasn't loads though. So maybe Kumbedi looks quite good as a new right back. Otherwise, maybe don't worry about it. Arda Güler was an interesting one. There's a striker called Ferrari that I think looks really good. Or we could sign maybe like, because we do need him, we could sign like Escobar, or we could move somebody to here, basically. But what I was thinking was, is he fast? Kumbedi. I'll tell you exactly how fast. I think he is. He is 16 acceleration, 16 pace. Oh, Ferrari. Ferrari is... I know it's a great name, isn't it? I don't know if he's quite good enough to start yet, but he is called Ferrari and he's a new gen. Let me show you him. Is it Andreas Ferrari? No, where is he? Oh, I'm not on Wolves. Let me. I know you can't see this, but I'll show you. We had Enzo. Was it Enzo Ferrari? Was that his name? Because we did... That was his noise. Was it Ferrari? I think it must have been. Let me find him for you. Roberto Ferrari is his name, and he is fast. This is who I'm talking about, chat. Do we just make him a new striker for Wolves? Was it Ferrari? It was something like that, wasn't it? Nah? What do you mean, nah? What's the problem, Crows? He's got 17 pace acceleration, 16 finishing, 11 determination, 9. He's good as third choice. Yeah, I'm wondering, but I also think I've scouted him with one of the other teams. He does have massive potential. He's only 18 as well. Sporting, he bangs. Well, maybe we do. I don't know. I kind of don't want Gruber at Wolves. I feel like Gruber. Maybe we rethink that then, because I kind of think I want Gruber at Wolfsburg. So maybe we move Sesko to the Prem. And Gruber goes in there. And Ferrari goes in there. For some reason, I don't want Gruber at Wolves. Because I kind of want Gruber to go to the very top team. And I almost feel like he's ready. Does Gruber go in as a starter? Sesko's a big one to move, though, isn't he? Maybe No, I think Sultani is the future one. Because Sesko going there, I think, does help. And then Gruber goes there. I kind of see it. But it's a lot of... We just need to work out the money where we move it around. And then I like that strike force, to be fair. Ferrari Banos is a great strike force here. There is also this guy called Simos that I was thinking of to try and bring in. I can't... What's his name? That's why I made a note of them when I was finding them, because I was like, I'm probably not going to find them. I get Pedro Simoes. There's this guy as well who exists. Where you put in Simon. Simon's going to stay at Wolves for this season. This guy, chat, as a striker option for one of the teams. Is he good with 11 determination, 9 concentration, 11? He's really quick, Crows. He'll absolutely bang. Yeah, I think you're reading into it too much. He would absolutely bang just with that regardless. I kind of, that's really, it's really, he's Portuguese. Like, we should sign him as a backup for Sporting, right? Then eventually Wolves, yeah. He's called Ferrari and he's fast. He's definitely going to be a great striker in game. So maybe we do Ferrari starting for Sporting and then this guy is the backup. He's unhappy. Is it because he wants to move? Oh, they've triggered a contract. Oh, that might mean his money might go up then. Pedro Simwich. Should I do that now? Because he just makes sense. If he's that cheap, he just makes sense anyway, doesn't he? That's not him. That's a different Pedro Simoes. Where is he? Was it that one? Yes, this one. Why aren't we keeping Edwards? Because he's not that good and he's 29. Is this the pipeline? I kind of maybe Sporting and Wolves as like a link, and then Wolfsberger and Wolfsburg as sort of a link. I kind of see that, yeah. See that. He's also, we didn't sign him, and he's real. Loads of reasons why we don't keep Edwards. He's not that good, to be honest. All right, 300k. Does he sign now or does he sign in the future? He might sign in the future. Doesn't say that there, though. But for the sake of 375k, shall we just get this one boxed off? I think we should do that as a... I didn't just sign him, did I? No, I didn't. I just went back to it. Sign now, I believe, because Portuguese in Portugal. Agreed. I agreed. And then keeping him in Portugal so that he gets homegrown is also not a bad idea, is it? Back to this. There's a lot to go through, isn't there? This is going to be complicated. Back to this. So a right back there, maybe Kumbedi, but I also think Wolves, maybe we don't need to concentrate on as much. We do need to go and do that Sesko movement then, don't we now? So maybe make a list under here of what I need to do for each one. So Sesko does need to be dealt with. I might sign this Cami Neverson as a backup. What do you think about him? No continues. This is peak. It's great, isn't it? What do we think of this guy as a backup striker for Wolves now? Can also play on the wing potentially. He's pretty cheap and well, not English, he's Scottish, so homegrown as well. What do we think about doing him as instead of Ferrari then? He's very good. He is, isn't he? And he's only 19. And I've only not signed him because he's Scottish and called Cami Neverson rather than, Ferrari. Take him off Buy and Brew. Yeah, do they want him? I'm not sure. don't like. I just think as a backup at 19, he's got 11 goals in 8 under 21 caps for Scotland as well. I just think for the sake of 12 million, I think he makes more sense. Because otherwise, we're probably going to... Natural fitness is low, yeah. But I think only as a backup. 15 work rate, 17 extension, he'll be a beast. Again, the natural fitness isn't great, but the rest I think is sort of okay. You could do the never to sign Neverson. It's written in the stars. It kind of is, isn't it? I think we should do that as a backup. Yeah, he's disappointed not to be able to sign for Arsenal. Did they reject the bid then? Let's just check that his value is there. 15 million release clause. I think his average rating will be quite good. That's not bad. That's not that bad. Obviously, ignore the top one. That's kind of a bit low. But it's Coventry. The first season, he got 7. He scores some goals. 6 and 42. It's, yeah. I think he'll be all right. He's a backup, isn't he? I actually think he's crap. He's definitely not crap, Pav. I think you're overstating that. He's definitely not, is he? Like, he's definitely not crap. Arsenal are trying to sign him. So, he's definitely not. For 15 million, to get a homegrown nation player as a backup, be a hard avoid. I disagree, to be honest. But we'll leave. Well, I'm not going to do it yet anyway, but I reckon leave him on here. How will you sort yourself? I get really confused managing 2 clubs at the same time. It switches every time. And think about transfers for both clubs. Morris, is Coventry in the Prem? No, I think they're in the Championship still. Using this, basically, this is what I do. I wouldn't do 15 straight up. Yeah, that's the annoying thing. It's a lot of budget to use, isn't it? We don't have any backups, though. And that's even. We need to get Sesko. So we do need to think about who's going to come in and be an option in that team at some point. Shall I try and sign Mailer now, actually, as well? Yeah, 7 up front, 8 overtime. Whether they accept that or not is the thing, though, isn't it? But yeah, I wonder as a backup, basically. Shall we come back to Wolves? Because Wolves actually almost have. Let's actually do. They've got loads of money, Wolves, by the way, because they sold Samu. So we could easily... I wonder if Sesko is interested, actually. That's something to see. Is Sesko actually wanting to come in from here or not? How can I do that? I can talk to his agent. That's probably the best way. Oh, no, I'm on Sporting. Let's go and see if Sesko actually will move, because that's going to be a big part. And if he doesn't, we might have to do something else, mightn't we? Is there a big right back? No, I kind of looked for one. There wasn't one, really. That's more where I was going. 50 million cash be a no. Yeah, Pav, I get what you mean. That makes sense. It's, to be fair, though, of any of the teams, Wolves have the most budget. He's wanted by Bayern. Would he move to Wolves? Yes. That's good. So, should we do this straight away? We might have to convert one. I just couldn't see. Oh, you can't see. Sorry. Sorry. There you go. Please keep going with that, because switching between the two, I'm not going to tell which one I'm on. So if you can't see, make sure you put it in the chat, because that's where I will keep looking. Can we not just do a mega charge and divert some of the Samu income to Sporting? We can, in a way, yeah. I had a look at the Hereford save, and we didn't have a player called Ferrari. We did have a player called Enzo, and then we did the room noise. Yeah, I thought it was just Enzo then, yeah. So we did the Ferrari thing, but without him being called Ferrari. I like it. Archie Gray to right back. We could do Archie Gray to right back, actually. And then sign a DM. That's not the worst shout. I don't hate that, Pav, yeah. But we would then still have to sign a DM. But there are a lot of good DMs. It's annoying that we lost Stiller to Bayern, because we could kind of do that. I don't hate that, then a big DM signing. Yeah, or alternatively, you find a left back. Baliba goes back to DM, and you find a really good left back. We've kind of got options there. That is actually smart. I like that. Too realistic, yeah. I think we should sign Sesko now. Move him to the Prem. For what should we make? So we've got 147 million. Before we do this, left Baliba is here to stay. Yeah. Before we do this, do I need to think about who do we need to sign for Wolfsburg? I'm thinking we do Mainu permanent, just so we've got the squad. We almost would have the squad then. What will you send to Wolfsburg? Yeah, that's it. But we kind of have the players at Wolfsburg. We've got the most complete squad at Wolfsburg. But how much money do they need? This Bouclair is a really good centre-back. 65 mil, 60 mil. Or do we keep it low because we're going to have to sign other players for Wolves at this stage? Musiala DM or right back, he can tackle. Musiala be a great signing. I think he might be too much, though. I reckon Sesko move as a charge. Maybe. Probably. But it's the Prem money, so maybe is it just going to the Prem? He actually is interested in doing it, so I wonder if that helps. But yeah, I know what you mean. He is a Champions League winning striker. He is. How much do we reckon? 60? Maybe? 60 mil? Right. What's this? Oh, I see. 60? Yeah. I don't think Wolfsburg need loads, but we could also then... It might help. I don't know. I just need to think about where we're moving the money. We do need a backup winger here as well, somewhere. We're cooking books, so it has to be a charge price. What did the price say when you asked the agent? That's maybe true. The agent said between 66 and 95. Janevis to Wolves, because that is our Nuno midfield in one name. It kind of is, but I kind of don't want... I think Janevis stays here, though. Should I do 60? I'm going to do that. I think that's realistic enough that we can maybe add a charge... But I don't think we need the money too much. And I think the money, we kind of can afford that. Hopefully he accepts it. So if I go here. Okay, I don't need to go there yet. Oh, hang on a minute. You can't see this, can you? You can't see anything. Brilliant. Here we go. There we go. Take the middle of the asking price. It's fair to not get a charge. Well, I've gone below the asking price, so we're going to do that. I actually need to continue for that to go through, though. And I can't continue yet because we haven't done anything. Shall we move through to... Sporting. So, Sporting, my plan is as follows. I'll just scroll along a little bit. We don't have any of these players yet, but I was thinking we should try and sign the following. Goalkeeper, we need to find one. Or keep one that they've got. I just don't know who that goalkeeper is at this stage. We need to find one. Someone like, who's a really good, real life young goalie. Like Diogo Costa. Would probably be too much money, but something like that. But like you could do Costa and then you could move sign Costa for like Wolves and move Simon or Atabolu or something. For Bruggen, you've got like Guilherme Rest as well, who I think plays for Real Madrid. Yeah, Rest is the other one that I thought of. We'll have a look for a keeper. In fact, let me have a quick little... No, hang on. I've clicked on the wrong thing. I've shown you rather than... If I have a quick look, how can I do that? 22-year-old keepers. I won't even do interested. Karnaseki, Mamadashvili to sign. It depends. We're quite a few years in, but maybe. Hoyenhall, Bodo, Owusu Aduro. Yeah, he's sometimes about, isn't he? That's true. Keep them coming. Urbig would be perfect. Yeah, Urbig. I see him sometimes doing that type of thing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not seeing loads on here, basically. Like Simon is one of them on there. For like under 23s. Maybe we have to go a little bit older for a keeper. Owusu Aduro would maybe make a lot of sense, actually, if I just show you on here. Rest is a bit too much money because he's at Arsenal. Owusu Aduro is... sort of makes a lot of sense because he's about 20, he's less than 20 million. He's still at AZ as well. One of the three from Wolfsberg. They're not that good though, other than the starter Atabolu. Like they're basically just rubbish backups. Sorry, Ollie. I think that makes a lot of sense. Great jumping reach. He's tall. He's got good reflexes. I think he makes sense. The Bruggen from Brighton, Premier League ones are just going to cost too much basically. I reckon he might be the guy. Whoa, but true, yeah. Trubin. I reckon this. Let's just check his value as... only just sign a new contract. That's annoying. I wonder when he signed that contract. In May? At the end of August, does he change his mind? So close to cooking there, weren't we? Like, how long does it take for them to change their mind a bit? We've got Atabolo, obviously, already. Chisel him down, daily offers, yeah. I don't know if we've got time for the daily offers. It's like all Rest at like 40 million. The thing we could do is sign Guilherme Rest at one of the other teams and then move Atabolu or something. Maybe Simon might be the easiest to move. He's actually really good, though. I think Simon stays at Wolves, but is Guilherme Rest better than Atabolu? Does Rest play? Could see about a loan if not. Yeah, I think. Well, I don't know actually. Is there? He's not playing. He's actually not their starter. Oh, Uno Simon. Yeah, no. Does Rest? Yeah, that's actually not a bad shot. I mean, it's not that much money. It's just if we could just straight up sign him. It's annoying that Owusu Aduro doesn't work because he's so much cheaper, but we could kind of do this. And like do like 20 million now. What do you reckon to just doing 20, 20, 20 and doing it in installments? I kind of think those are the options. If I go a year older, I don't love any of the other ones. Like, Jonas Yerbig is very cheap, but I just don't think he's as good in this save. And he's called Jonas Erbig. He pronounces Simon as Simon instead of... No, that's how you say his name though, isn't it? You've escaped the ad. Well done to Robbo. Diaz. New Mission Impossible trailer looks good. Nice. Calais. We've got him at Sport. We've got this guy already. He's not even a starter. Fafana at Angers. How old is he? Slanina is very cheap as well. Just don't think they're as good. What was there for Wolfsberger? Because Tom to Sporting. Tom to Sporting... I don't know if he's that good. And he's also Austrian, which I kind of think makes sense to keep him there. Bow down, peasants. We haven't actually. Like a seismic event, wasn't it? That's very cool, isn't it? I can't imagine what the parade's going to be like. I reckon it'll be next level as well. Luis Jr. Let me go a year older and see if... Like 25. Verbruggen comes up there and he's fairly cheap. But I think he's 25. Bancole, also 25. I reckon for me, you know, a lot of this is down to my vibes, chat. Not yet, Erasmus. No. Due date is the end of the month. Can Wolfsburg go direct to Sporting unless they go through Wolfsburg? They can go direct. They can go direct. Yeah, the blue flares were funny. I love how they said that they changed all of them and there was maybe 2. But yeah, no, that is good banter. I like that. Also, it's like, it's not going to spoil the day. If anything, it's just a bit of extra funniness. But you know, that was good. Maybe over-egged it a bit on Twitter, though. I've changed all of them, lad. To be fair, there was one outside the ground. One, the footage from in the ground was like from 2 seasons ago. Was it? So it wasn't even as true. Fair. Imagine that, though, that you've got your flare. You pop it and it's blue. And you have to stand there holding it like, fuck. That is good. Hermanson, it doesn't pass my vibes check, Hermanson. Who's this Illich guy? 6'5", 25, very cheap. I mean, we've got options if we need to, isn't he? What's Trafford like? Trafford to Wolves, maybe. Simon to Sporting could make sense. But again, I don't know about my vibes. I'm not signing Aaron Ramsdale. Come on. Aaron Ramsdale. What'd you take me for? Absolutely not. I want to sign Owusu Aduro, but I want him to... It'll be... I reckon end of August. May, June, July, August. It's 3 months then. I quite like Bart Simpson. I don't hate him either. He's wanted by Dortmund. Don't hate Vart Bergruggen, as I nearly called him there. Rest seems the most viable and good for the network. Yeah. He's only 23. Owusu Aduro I love as well, but maybe we'll wait and hold on. Joan Garcia, I don't know if he's any good on FM for Joan Garcia. And he's 27. And he's not very good, so no. I think we come back to keeper, but I think at the moment it's either see if we've got the money for Rest and then do Owusu Aduro. But what we need to do is raise some money here, don't we? But it's cheaper than Rest, though, only 2 years difference. Yeah. But he's probably... Yeah, again, vibe check, though. I prefer Guilherme Rest, I reckon. Any fun freebies? Also, don't know who's actually... Owusu Aduro obviously wasn't interested on here. Rest is interested. So there is that. Meslier, are we serious here? Did you have a hearty laugh at Arsenal's Tifo at the start of the stream? We didn't yet, Weed on Toast, but it is hilarious, isn't it? It is so funny. I saw a good tweet that kind of sums up the Arsenal thing. It's basically like they had such a good culture of the team that they were before Wenger, and then sort of like the French Revolution at that club sort of ripped out the heart of all that, and then obviously that became their identity, and then now they're trying to go back into this, like basically trying to form an identity that's like all the teams that basically copying everybody else, like getting a song and trying to do the tifos and trying to do all this stuff. But I don't know, with Arsenal it just kind of feels like I don't know, because it feels fake almost. So yeah, Zion Suzuki, that will definitely pass my vibe check, you're right. But I think that comes with time, and eventually it won't be like that. It gives me the ick, yeah. And I know Arsenal fans won't like that, but that's kind of just how when I see it, it kind of feels like. To opposition fans, I think it feels like that a bit. What's his name? How do you spell it? There he is. Is he any good? Because he definitely passes my vibe check. And he's very cheap. Is he good, though? The Tifo was just crap, yeah. Yeah, manufactured. Yeah, like the promo videos, and it probably, if you're in it and you're a fan, that maybe that's how you build that culture. But because it's so clearly manufactured now, it's so cringe to people outside of it, probably. They're definitely the cringiest team in the country. They're all legging it again while the club was 1-0 down. Is ridiculous. I know, it's just like that doesn't come quickly. And you see teams that have way less success, and that is with a very big one of these successes things, because what success have they actually had, if you know what I mean? But it's like teams that have not finished anywhere near their league positions have such a better culture around their club, and are bigger teams in the way that they behave, is how I feel anyway. But again, if you're in it, you can disagree. That's fine. That's how football is, isn't it? Suzuki could be fun, I agree. Who was the Brazilian keeper we used to get? Luis Jr., was it him? Possibly. I quite like... Yeah, look, there you go. I quite like the idea. Let's scout him and see if he's any good, basically. I quite like the idea of doing Suzuki. Even for a season, then upgrading. Do you know what? He's not interested. Could do a loan move. Will they accept a loan bid? Probably not. But loaning him for a year and then sorting it, maybe. Probably not. Flip for profit. Yeah, annoying that. Again, has he only just signed a new contract? Let's make the bid. When did he sign his contract? Because it could be the same thing. He signed it in... Oh, he's only just signed it in July, look. Literally 3 days ago. That's so annoying. That's only 6 months. Yeah, he's probably... I think they're going to reject it anyway. Nice village. Am I seeing the same guy, or is he backup? I think he's just fun, basically. And he's cheap is what I was thinking. Who's this guy? 25. Tjark Ernst. Yeah, vibe check. Vibe check on that one. Not seeing it. Slanina. Someone said a turbo, I think. Robot Lady swore. Yeah. Robot Lady. Macau's a good, short, reliable one. I don't know how far into this, whether he's any good anymore, but he's always one, isn't he? I love Dyer Macau. He's 33 now, though. We're not going to do that, I don't think. Do love to sign him, though. He's great. Right. Let's go back to this. Same with Lafont. Yeah. Lafont you can sometimes get for like 4 million, can't you? Let's just check him. He's not coming up on that list. How old is he now? 29? Yeah, he's 29. 15 mil. Still at yeah, but he's 29. We could do that, couldn't we? But yeah. I think we've got the option. We leave it later and we try and sign Owusu Aduro. Aduro. And then if I scout him fully, and then maybe by the end of the window he wants to join, and he'll be about 20 million, and that just makes complete sense, to be honest. Yeah, we could do an older one, but we'll see. I think if not, we go and spend a bit of extra money on get Guilherme resting. I think it just makes sense. I think that fits, doesn't it? I'm not prepared for the day when Village is not a peasant anymore. I know, right? How close is he? 4 months to go. Thank you very much, Village, for the resub. I appreciate you, buddy. Okay. Let's go back to my trusted spreadsheet. Time for right back. Right back, Vinicius Tobias. Anybody say no to that? It means that at right back, we've got Vranks at the moment for Wolves, but we could do the thing we talked about, which is move Gray to here, sign a DM, see if there's a good one about. Arda Güler as DM, what do you think? Don't know. Suzuki is a short term until he talks. Suzuki won't talk either though, Pav. He's only just signed a contract as well. So that's the problem. Otherwise, I would have done that, yeah. Can you not loan with future fee on Aduro? I think he's their first choice, Chaz, so I don't think so. Yeah, Toddler definitely can't be a DM, can he? You might be right. Is there another DM in the squad in the network somewhere that we could bring there? Well, Naipan could start there with those physicals, yeah. I mean, Tobias is being sent around the whole network. That is true. But I think Gray for right back makes sense with Ranks as the backup. I mean, we sign a big guy here. We should have a lot of money to spend big on here. Maybe do a couple of loans and things to fill these spots in later on. I think that makes sense. Can we just agree to call Vinicius Tobias the English way rather than the way the one commenter said? Yeah, I think you're right. Vinicius Tobias. Tobias. Actually, do you know what? We're calling ourselves Spineless Sporting here. I'm going to call him Tobias. That's his name. Need to complete the set with someone who is getting sent to Sporting. Tobias might... Would that be the set? Not quite. Not quite. One player that's played across all... Tresoldi's played on all the 3 of the 4. Krupi's played on 3 of the 4. So if we sent one of those here, that would work. But I think we also need them here. That attack's quite fun, isn't it? If we could get a new DM that's quite a fun one as well. Think about who that's going to be. Don't hate that at all. My name is Tobias, so I keep getting jump scared. Sorry, Tobias. Wait, Spike Brits, what's he looking like? Not very good, but he's a 3rd choice, so he's fine. Harvey Elliott, DM. Ooh. They're too good to be at Sporting now, exactly. So I might do Mainu permanent here. We need another striker, but didn't I say that we're going to get... No, Ferrari's going to go in there. And Simos is going to go in there. We need to maybe find a backup striker here. Don't need it. It's a striker or a winger, somebody in that to fill this squad out a little bit. At some point. And then there's this guy called Bouclair, who I think looks really good. Verts is a right back. Yeah. Florian Inverts. Ferrari is a class name, it is. There's this guy that I quite like to sign for Wolfsburg for big money. His name is Bouclair. Dominic Bouclair, I think it is. Who's a centre-back that I just think is going to be really good because he's 18 and plays for the under-21s and he's just good. And I've scouted him loads for Wolfsburg. I say don't do Tobias yet. You can do that later. Just do offers for non-spineless players now. Yeah, okay, I see what you mean with that one, actually. Or do we just try and get them in so we know that he goes? What we need to check is actually, is he interested? Because he might not be. Vinicius Tobias, would he move? Under no circumstances would he move. But then if I transfer list him, then would he move is the question, isn't it? If he can tackle, do it. Yeah. It's whether he goes if I transfer list him, and he probably does, right? Yeah, Marla, if it doesn't work, that makes sense. That's the thing. I have to upset people to know that he's going to go. Vincent Tobias is the English name. That's true. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. I think he'd be about right for Sporting, though, because I don't think he's quite a starter. Vinny T. I think he's worth upsetting to try it. Just to try and get that box off. But also, how much money do I send them? Or do I loan him? Is he interested in a loan? If I make him loan listed, let's try that and then loan him. I don't know how many loans are allowed at Sporting, but hopefully it's a lot because we might need to do a few. Loan isn't a bad shout. Yeah, I agree. And he might be more interested in that. Vinny Tobes, yeah. Right. After that then, I think we come back to Wolfsburg because it's almost all right there. I want to bring Robert Renan. There's a lot of players that I need to bring. These are all basically, except for Echeverry, these are all from the network and Ferrari. I should try and sign that Ferrari now, shouldn't I? Again, though, is he even interested? Or do I need to sign him for somebody else and loan him over to Sporting? That's going to be part of it. Banyos as well. Loan. Like, these players might not want to go there. This is going to be really tricky. By the way, I want to sign this Lamidi Toure, who I think is brilliant. Let me show you Lamidi Toure as well by going here. Lamidi Toure. This guy is our centre-back. What do we think? He's 19. I don't know if he's interested. I don't know where we're going to get the money from, but yes. I think I'd be interested in Sporting. What, Banyos? Natural libero? Like, we need to get this guy into the network. It's just how we're going to manage to do it. Any other Portuguese players that aren't starters go to Spina Sporting? I don't know if we've got that many more. Rodrigo Mora is one, I suppose, actually. We could maybe think about. He might be decent. I mean, he will be decent, I think. I don't... Oh, he's interested. He is interested, but that's all of our money. So how do we get money into Sporting other than selling the players that we've got? And do I try and do this straight away now? 31 to 47 million. What are the loan rules? Do I check the loan rules? How do I do that here? Rules are maximum of one player on loan from a team in the same division. Maximum of 6 foreign-based players allowed on loan at a time. 6 foreign-based players over the age of 22. You can't see that, can you? It's under here, though. In fact, let me just... so you can see. There's a maximum of 6 foreign-based players over the age of 22 allowed on loan. Maximum of 6 players over the age of 22 allowed out on loan. So we can get 6 of them. That's not too bad, is it? Actually. It might have to be a charge with Wolves. Yeah. Can't you just buy him to Wolves and loan him? Yeah, we can. It's just we don't want to do too many loans because it's hard work. We could get Jefferson to Wolves for a big fee to get the money to Sporting. That's not a bad shout because is it doing extra stuff though? Match day rules are where is the match day rules on here? That's fine. Maximum of 7 first years, minimum of 7 senior players in the squad, maximum of 53 players. That's transfer window. Where is the match day? Do I need to click on this for the match day? No. Oh yeah, only players registered in the competition. It's fine. There's nothing about it on there. All good. The Coventry. Did I just say that? I was showing you something that was underneath the cam, so I turned the face cam off just to show you. That was all. Okay. So, do I now? I need to go and look at other players. Like, have I put the loan bid in? I think I've tried to send him here already from Wolfsburg to Douay. I think I've already tried to move him here. I think he wants to go. I don't think they have matchday rules. It doesn't seem like it, does it? All right, let's do end of season. See if we can send Desiree Douay because he's one of them. Naipan, I want to sign Echeverry. Penis I've already started to try and do. Banyos I need to try and do as well, don't I? Robert Renan. So I'll loan Douay. Do I try and sign Robert Renan? I think that'd be a great thing to do, by the way. There's not loads there that are very good. But so much to do. It's so stressful, but it's fun, isn't it? Robert Renan, would he be in... He's a lot of money. If you do future transfer to Wolves, he stays for another season, but do you get the budget straight away? I don't think you do, Potsy, no. But that's not a bad shout. I don't think you do. Would Robert Renan move to Sporting? No. That value is fake, but also he wouldn't be interested because they're not in the Champions League. So is that another one that we need to try and loan? Because if I loan list him, then suddenly he might be interested. This is hard work. Like, actually moving them isn't that easy, is it? Especially when one team's not as good. That's the thing that's going to be tricky. But we adapt. We work out what we can do and we adapt. Please don't send former Benfica players to Sporting or that's going to hurt me. Mario, I'm not sending them to Sporting. I'm sending them to spineless Sporting, and it's not real life, so I'd get over it. Also, hi, welcome in. Remember, you only have 6 loans. Yeah. We might need to leave it for a year. We need to work out which ones are good. If we go here then, chat, let's have a look at this. Which ones are going to be loaned? Do we think that's going to be a loan, or do we think that's going to be transfer list? I think that's permanent. I think Douay will be a loan. I think Penis will be a loan. Maybe we sign Valor permanently, Tobias permanently, and see what we can do with Robert Renan. Try and sign Lamidi Toure. We just need some more money, don't we? I think you can buy Ferrari. Yeah, buy Ferrari. Try and buy... Has that got a weird line on it? Sorry, that was going to annoy me. There we go. Try and loan Banyos. And then then it's only 3 in there. And we can work out what we're going to do with the other ones. Naipan might have to be a loan as well. So that's 4. That's not the end. I don't think that's too upsetting. Too bad, is it, right? Which club did you now under control? What? Sporting, I think, is the answer to that question. I think. You might need some medicine with your difficulty moving your penis. Yes. Which clubs are under user control? The 4 of them. Wolves, Wolfsberg, Sporting, and spineless Wolfsberger. I think we sign those 4 on loan and then try and sign the others permanently. But also we need money. So who is the person we move? It might have to be Jefferson Atiku to Wolves as a backup here. Because we do need one. Like, if Jefferson comes in here, we give them 40 million, which kind of helps us to be able to do that. Oh, yeah, I suppose actually they're not going to be over 22, so that might not even count towards it. I think we count it towards it in case it is Hippo to be safe, but they're not over 22 as well, so that's actually true. You're right. Let's try and sign Banyos on loan and see if we get that one going through. In fact, let's do it from Wolves to send him to Bernardo Banyos. Send him to Sporting and see if he goes there. Star player. He might say no, of course, but also if we loan list him, he might be much more. Preferred to stay at Wolves, open to speaking to them. Yeah. I think you just send him back to Sporting. Oh, yeah, we could do that. Sign him and send him back on loan. That's a good shot. Let's do that. I think you're right. Because then they still have him in the squad and we could sign someone, but it gives them a bit of money. Jefferson. He's not going to be called Jefferson Atiku on here, is he? It's just Jefferson. My name is Jefferson. Nope. Am I missing him on here somewhere? There he is. This will be much easier to remember him now and find him. Right. Sign him for what? How much money do you reckon? Because we do need money to sign a DM still. And we're signing Sesko for 60. So we've got about 80 left. But, well, 90 even. Is 30 mil? 35? I reckon would work. Because we kind of, it's about giving them money. And if we do 35 million plus a loan back of, we could even do, yeah, just do end of the season. Yeah, we can install the DM, yeah. And if he's only on 1.1k a week. Wow. And then we accept that. That gets 35 million into Sporting to go and be able to sign other people. To be able to go and sign people like Ferrari. That's the one, isn't it? Is it Roberto Ferrari? No. I swear it was Roberto Ferrari, though. Andres Ferrari? It was Roberto Ferrari. Being able to go and sign him, basically. Is he interested in the loan? I'm sure he will be, to be fair. But with that, we might need to work on that, yeah. We can always do it again, can't we? Ferrari, is he interested in Sporting? Yes. 20 million to 25. We can install it. I think we get Ferrari in for Sporting here. And we do like 10 million now. Maybe even more. Maybe even like, I mean, like more aggressively. Because cash flow is an issue, isn't it? Whoever negotiated that contract is good at their job. They are, aren't they? Maybe even less. If you can do sign at the end of the season, I believe you get the money at Sporting straight away. Interesting, yeah. Yeah, true. Yeah, so like do a future transfer maybe. Yeah, I see what you're saying. So we need to get this to about 25 is the top of his value range. If the loan falls through, do it that in a different way, yeah. 23 million. Let's make it 25 so it's at the top of his value. And they might say yes then. They want 32. It's not the end of the world, that. That's not a bad all things considered, that's not a terrible renegotiation. 27 million, 9 million now to get Ferrari in. I think we do this, yes? Are we all in? God, I love transfers. They're so good, aren't they? That's not too bad. That's that one done. So that's in the works. If we go to here, we are trying to get, that's in the works, that's in the works, that's in the works. That's not yet in the works. We need to do Naipan and have a look at Echeverry, who's going to be expensive. Does the save end when we hit 150? I think so, yeah. Also, that's in the works too, isn't it? We will do the coaches and the scouts, but that's not a priority right now. Trying to get squads that are full is the priority at the moment. We haven't even looked at Wolfsberger yet, but I've done Euro permanent. Majic loan, I think I've done. Balanzic loan, I can't remember if I've done. I think I did the loans between these guys. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, by the end of this window, it might be over. Like, I'm wondering, like, Mora could go there because he's Portuguese. I'm not sure. The meme is holding up. It is. Do I need to make that bid for Lamidi Toure? Did I make the bid for Lamidi Toure? I can't remember. I made the bid for Robert Renan, but he's probably going to reject that. Ferrari. We've got a lot of players going out, so potentially if these all get sold, we'll have made 5 million with everything going on. Does that include Jefferson? Doesn't include Jefferson either. So okay, challenge me to try and get 115 in one window. Yeah. Assume you've picked people out of your youth setups. Yeah. Some like squads there. Yes, but it's because we've got 4 of them now, Pringle. They get stretched, basically, the squads. But that's where you also, right at the end of the window, I usually sign a load of loans to beef it back up again, and we go from there. Like, they'll be fine. But we've of course got youth teams to use as extra players too. It'll be fine, I reckon. I hope so. Anyway, do I press continue at any point here is the question. Maybe I don't know. What do I do? What do I need to do next? Naipan. Do we think Naipan is going to want to go on loan? He's been passed around as well. He's done Wolfsburg and Wolves now. Do you think he's going to want to go on loan? He's not, is he? He's not going to go, I don't think. We can try it, but I don't think he'll go. Okay. That gives us then... What do I want to look at now, chat, do you think? Is there somewhere... I've done that. Valor. I need to try and sign Valor. Let's do that next. Keep going. Go to Sporting and try and sign Alex Valor because he'd be a great left back for them. He's about 14 million. We could send, how much do you think? Is he interested? Yes, that's good. 5 mil. Keep it cheap. Sporting's youth facilities are, I think, like 4.5 stars or 4 stars, like decent. 5 mil, is that too little? He would have played for 3 of the clubs then as well. But I don't want to use up all our... We could even do 3. That's silly, isn't it? 10 mil? I think we need to keep it low. I think 5 mil. And then maybe do 5 mil after like 50 appearances to make it realistic. I'm going to do that. 10 million in, but 5 million now to keep it low. That can be our left back. He should accept. We'll try and get Tobias in there on loan. Due hopefully goes on loan because we've loan listed him. Naipan I don't think is going to go, so we might need to rethink that. We're going to have Banyos and then hopefully Ferrari as the 2 strikers. Simos as the backup. Penis as 1 winger. And then I guess Jefferson as the other winger back on loan. But maybe think about another player. Who did I think about? Echeverry. No, Echeverry is going to be expensive. But I've wanted to get him into the network for ages now. He doesn't look that good, does he? For 50 mil. He's available on a loan. I don't know, actually. He might be too much and not good enough. Let me look for a winger. Instead of a goalkeeper, which we'll come back to. Physicals are a bit meh. Exactly as both of you just said there. I agree. Is he a DM in the making? He might be. Is there a winger that instead of him kind of stands out? They all play for Wolfsburg on this list. I'm looking for cheaper, really. Luca D'Andrea. I think he's a real player, isn't he? He's real. I'm going to say no to Echeverri. I think at 50 million, I think we do. Instead... No, because he's not going to come to... He actually... Oh, no, he's not going to come to Sporting, is he? Let's do actually this. If Gula goes somewhere, do we bring somebody else over? Who have we got at Wolves? Because Gula comes in. No. Let's put a Tiku back in. We could just keep a Tiku, like Jefferson. And it gives us one less transfer to have to do. Can you show Sharabalos? He's not in my save, I don't think, Crows. Is there any left backs? Why? What is your thinking here? Moreira's okay. He's just okay, though, isn't he? Tell you what we could do, because I don't think he's a starter. What about Rodrigo Mora? Why is he not coming up? Yay, IMT. Thank you, buddy. What about Rodrigo Mora to come in and be a Sporting player this year? A Gareth Bale-esque move. Yeah, I see that. Left back equals right wing now, right? Yeah. I think he would move and would kind of make a bit of sense. Ex-Porto, though, that's rough. Yeah, but this isn't real life, is it? So, let's see if he wants to. He might hate them, I suppose. Feel not due to being ex-Porto. I don't think that matters. In fact, I think that makes it more like something I want to do. Just heard on your second video that you are live streaming right now. True. I am. I'm going to get spoiled that you are kind of done, yeah. But tomorrow's video starts with the thing that is the spoiler. Like within the first 2 minutes. So you sort of won't, but you'll just be ahead of the game. Also, the next part of this won't be out for ages because I need to go and play it now, basically. So I'm going to get caught up. All explained in tomorrow's video, though. But yes. Welcome in. 10, I think we could do that. Well, Wade Drago, I'd love him, Rich, but he's really expensive, like 100 million. So I don't think I can. We've gotten rid of that old Sporting team and replaced it. Exactly. I think we do Mora rather than Echeverri and do him for like 5 mil. Rise to 5 mil. Gruber, do you mean Gruber beyond? I think I'm going to move Gruber to Wolfsburg. I think. Exactly. Porto players be like, wow, this is not Sporting anymore. Moreira is there, look, as an option. Gruger. Oh, a different... Okay. Nico Paz. Lambord. These players don't really move me. Joel Rocker. Adai. I'm looking at only less than... Like, younger than 25, though, I think. New colour scheme and everything. Exactly. It's basically not Sporting anymore, is it? Duranville, really cheap. I think Mora makes sense there. Moreira maybe. Oh, he's at Spurs. He's going to be on... Oh, he's actually not on big wages. Moreira could make sense. He's very João Rego, isn't he? In that regard. I'm going to pop this onto our browser. On our browser? Onto our Excel sheet. I'm going to pop that out and put Rodrigo... I'm just going to put Mora in here, I reckon. Because we can sign him permanently and that makes sense. Mora comes out of there and we just have to have get a backup, which isn't the worst. We need a striker here, though. Mateta might have to start again for another season as we still don't have the striker. Unless Langer comes in and starts there. Maybe. Is Van Bommel any good? Nah. Meh. Something like that. Right, do I make the bid for Lamidi Toure? Maybe. My first FM sub. Hope to see Gruber tear the Austrian league for Wolfsberger. AC up. I'm 30 kilometers away from Wolfsberger. That's very cool. Kind of your home club. Nice one, Dan. Very cool. Shaquille Van Persie. Meh as well. He's all right. Okay. Something like that. And then I think also one thing I need to do is I need to get Gruber now over... Oh, no, he'll just come back, won't he? Is Gruber at Wolfsburg now? After he just got mentioned. I think he is. No, he's still at... Oh, did I extend his loan? No, I couldn't have. When does his loan finish? 2028. Can I recall him? Ah, I can. Okay, so Gruber back to Wolfsburg is what we wanted to do, right? I think I extended it, but I can recall it. I'm going to do that. I know you can't see this, but I'm recalling. Gruber's going back to Wolfsburg now. That's done. He's going to be their starting striker alongside, because Sesko's going to move on. So it's going to be Gruber and Viper. Well, it's actually not going to be Viper as the starter. It'll be Soltani and Gruber now as the starting two. Sesko to Wolves. Viper as the third choice. I think that's fine. These guys leaving, look. We do need some backup players for this squad. Although we've got some good ones, I suppose. Bilal Kazard, where did I say he was going to be? Where's Sesko going to go? Yeah, Wolves. Yeah. Viper Marble, he's here. Scored, got a lot of goals for us. Still in Germany. He's around. Chan Uzun, I've actually looked at him a few times. He is an option. He just plays as a number 10, and we don't play with a 10. Like, we could use him out wide, but he just doesn't quite fit there, basically. How'd you get Verts Yamal Viper in just 4 seasons? That's not that hard, is it? Really? Viper to Sporting. I think we're sorted with our strikers. Banyos and Ferrari would be great for them, I think. And I think we need 3 that are good here, to be honest. Surely. I think something like that. I'm wondering. Yeah, Matisse Towie play. He's there. Look, there he is. Look. I love it when you suggest people that are quite clearly in the team. Quite clearly there. How good is Verts tackling? Good. 11. It's decent. He's a right back. He's injured at the moment. What did he do? Twisted ankle. He'll be all right. How much money do Wolfsburg have? They've got 95 million. They're going to... Oh, Wolfsburg are going to have a lot of money, by the way, because they're going to get the 60 million for Sesko as well. So... Who am I signing for this Wolfsburg team? Is it because Gruber comes in as the striker? I play him as a striker. Yeah, fair. I play him as a left winger, and he scores a lot of goals. Why is Verts right back? Because that's where he plays. Who do we go big on here then? And who do we let, like, we've got the money at being at Wolfsburg is tough because I want to get it to Sporting, but I don't know how. Who do we buy from Sporting that's going to give us that money? I'm almost thinking, do I press continue now, or am I going to waste time if I do that? Other than that, should I try and get that Lamidi Toure? Or, actually, how old is he? Here's an idea. Yeah, it is. Yeah, we'll probably put it back on, I'm sure. Here's an idea. We could sign Lamidi Toure because he's 19. Hear me out. We sign Lamidi Toure with Wolfsburg's money, loan him to Sporting because he won't count as one of the loans because he's only 19. How does that sound? Yeah, exactly. Hovering up the Wonder Kids. The only problem with that plan is that Lamidi Toure might not want to go to Sporting when we sign him. But hopefully he does. That's a clever charge. I think that makes sense. Either way, we get him into the network. And because he's young enough, I feel like that makes sense. We could also get Bouclair as well. And then sign both here. But I'm just thinking about how to get the money or save the money and get it to Sporting. Occasional opportunities to come into the first team in a press. He doesn't want to be a starter, which means he's probably likely happy to go on loan, right? Promise him a loan when you offer the contract. Might help with accepting it. Yeah. Hear me out, emote. I like that. That makes sense, actually. When you sign him, put him, give him... Yeah. Just like Reese said as well. Nice. I'm doing a similar save with Red Bull clubs. How do you add affiliate clubs? With some clever manipulation. Either do it before the save starts, Rich, or you have to use some type of third party, something to add them in afterwards. Unless you try and create them in game, which is hard. Let's do them. What do they want? 31 to set 47. Let's do this. That's 50 mil. And also promise him a loan. Let's do 50 mil, 20 million right now and do that, I think. We're looking for a new striker. We're just going to get Gruber. I think we're going to get Gruber in here. And then we've got 3 good ones. And I think we're quite sorted. We need maybe a winger. If I show you on here, It's a winger backup. Winger slash striker backup. With the money. Or another centre-back, but that could be Buchler. I think we sign him because we've got so much money. I think we sign him. How you doing, Winter? Welcome in, buddy. Thank you, dude. I agree. We also need a left-back cover. We also need to sign a goalkeeper. Oh, my word. There's so much to do, isn't there? We're getting there, though. I think we're making progress. We're getting there. I just don't... Maybe should I have a quick look at a striker? Is there a young striker that we like? There's so much to do. Don't do this, chat. It's too much. 4 transfer windows at once is too much. Who do I sign? I know you can't see this. I'm going to go off it again in a second. Don't worry. Don't panic. Who do I sign as a striker for striker slash winger? There's Chan Uzun. How old have I gone to here? 22. Let's go to 24. So much admin. João Rego we had and then he got sold. Not by us. Acuna. Ooh. We could spend super big on Acuna, but where would he play? We'd have too many. He wouldn't play, would he? I do want him, though. He's going to be top. Can kind of play left wing. We could make him a right winger. He's left-footed. Make him a centre-back. He would be good, though, wouldn't he? But I can't play him striker because we'd have Gruber and Soltani. And I really think Soltani is one of our futures as well, by the way. It's a different Acuna. I think this guy is the future. 15 into 20 under 21 caps as well. I don't think we need a striker because we've got 3. We probably just need a winger, don't we? Also, though, I do want Acuna in the network somewhere. Let's go wingers and see. We need Acuna, Jean-Philippe up top to have the Acuna Mateta strike force. We do. We could just sign Vinny J. Oh, my word. Musiala's interested. He's 200 million, though. I love Jamal Musiala as well. These are not wingers. Those are not wingers, surely. How is... I suppose they kind of... Like, where's Zaire Emery is not... It's being weird. Musiala on that side. Yeah, I like it. There we go. Oh, Shelley's on there. Shelley's real cheap. He's actually not. Bayern are going to sign Shelley. Too expensive, though, yeah. Profundi, Cherky? Cherky is a backup. Don't hate it. Escobar, sign him in as a backup. Again, oh, this guy's cheap. Akumatch is super cheap. Why is he so cheap? Cher could be cool. Yeah, I don't hate that as an idea. Arda Güler, as I did kind of put him on that list, but signing Arda Güler to come in and play as a backup right winger. He's only 50 mil and he's still only 23. And he's not playing at Real Madrid, really. Had a loan at Bayer Leverkusen, actually. Can sort of... Can't run yet. Can sort of... Has the physicals of a toddler, of course. And you know how to get the best out of him. Yeah. How does Quo look on his save? Not great. Yeah. Who's he wanted by? Brighton on a loan. Is he that good? He's 10 pace, but... Do you play him as a DM? That's always the question. It's just loads of money. I just don't really think we need to sign Prestiani. Oh, I'll tell you what. Is he any good? Gianluca Prestiani's a fun one to think about. To bring him into the network somewhere. Again, I don't know. Maybe Sporting, but he's at Benfica, so you can't really do that. But I could sign him for Wolfsburg and loan him to Sporting. I like Prestiani just because he's the right vibe of the player that we're looking at. I don't think he's great in game look, is he? But I like him. Maybe a Wolfsberger signing, actually. He could replace... Oh, I'll tell you what. He could replace Mora in the Wolfsberger team as the backup right winger. I quite like that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to try and sign him here. See how much he would cost. 12.5 million. We must have serious money here as well. 28 million, look. 12 to 15. If we do 11... 10 plus 5, 10 plus 6. Noah Darvish, actually not a bad shout. He's one that I don't think ever looks that good. We considered him before, but I think he plays better than his attributes actually look like. I'm going to sign him there. Where do we think about, where would Darvish play? Maybe instead of, he's at Barca. 25 million, it's not that bad actually. What do we think of Noah Darvish as a Naipan alternative at Sporting? Because I don't know if we're going to be able to move Naipan. I wonder if he'd be interested. He might not. I don't hate that once we get a bit of money. We've considered him before, haven't we? Yeah, not interested. We'd have to do the same thing, which is to sign him and then loan him. Looks like a fun one. Yeah, I agree he's a fun one. A backup play anywhere player, yeah. Now, what we'd have to do is sign him and loan him, and I don't know if that's possible because he's not interested in going there. I wonder if I'd just go on Sporting and just see if there's a fun DM that we could sign that is... we just sign straight up like this. He's very versatile, yeah. Like one that fits the bill on here. Lewis Skelly's super cheap. And interested. Lewis Skelly to Sporting? Could do a job at Wolfsberger. Who do I have starting at Wolfsberger now? Bilanzic. Ooh. Did I loan Bilanzic? Actually, I've just had a brainwave chat. Where is Bilanzic right now? Is he already at Sporting? I hope not. He's already at Wolfsberger. Can I cancel this? If we moved him to... oh, he would be great. That's a great idea, but I think we might have missed it. I think we may have missed it. Can I... if I can recall Bilanzic, which I guess I won't be able to, I could add a face. Don't worry. If I can recall him... ooh. Oh, hang on. He's on loan. Oh, he's on loan from Wolves. I thought he was at Wolfsburg. I can actually take it over, can't I? I can recall him. Okay, how about this, chap? Hear me out. We do, and I need to check this. I'll show you on here. Oh, wrong one. Bilanzic is currently at Wolfsberger. Bilanzic goes in here instead of Naipan. And then we sign Noah Darvish in there like that, and because if he's interested, we use some of the Wolfsberger money to get Darvish here, and then Bilanzic comes in and he's already pretty good and can be one of our DMs alongside Douay there, and I think that kind of makes sense. And then we add a face, obviously, because I can recall him and then do it. The thing that I need to check is Darvish interested in Wolfsberger, which he should be because they're Champions League, which is what Sporting aren't. He's not interested. That ruins that plan. He might be interested in a loan move, though. That ruins that plan. What Douay is this again? What do you mean, what Douay is this again? Desiree? Would be maybe interested in a loan. Could I get him to... could I do the loan? 74k is a lot of money. What about with a optional future fee of... okay, we could loan him. It would cost us 8 million though, and I think that's too much. I'm not doing that. Okay. That ruins that plan. Who was the other youngster that I had that I could loan? This is like a Sudoku puzzle. What about Belalcazar, who is here? Maybe he could come in. Bilanzic stays... in this world, I do. Bilanzic stays there and Belalcazar goes in there if he's good enough. And then that means no Naipan, and that's not the end of the world. Bilal, because I think he's quite good. I feel like he would do a job. And he's only 19, so wouldn't count. Maybe that's the one. I think I'm going to send him there anyway, just because I think it makes sense. This is so... I love this, by the way. It's a lot, but I love it. Right, did I recall that? I didn't, did I? No. Belalcazar sounds like a guy from Sinbad. Yep. Yeah. Let's move you to... nope. That's Corinthians. Let's move you to Sporting. Important player. Good. I'd honestly buy him for Wolfsburg as a backup, and then you can move him around in a few years' time in the network when one of the players have developed. Who are you talking about that? There. Annoyingly, I can't buy Darvic unless... Oh, hang on. If I sign Noah Darvic, I could sign him for Wolfsburg, then loan him to... And then loan him to Wolfsberger. That's not a bad shout. But I might sign him anyway. Because, I think you're right that he's just versatile and he could be a backup anyway, couldn't he? Let's sign him because he's fairly cheap and we've got the money here. And then we can see if we could loan him somewhere. I think I'm going to do that. Just so we get him into the network. Kind of like what you're saying. Just so that he's around, basically. You can have 30% of profit. That's fine. I'll give you that. Should get better as well. Let's do that. I think I'm going to press continue, chat. Are we ready for the big... We've done 2 hours and I'm pressing continue for the first time. Outrageous. There's going to be so much to do, but I feel like at least it'll be a bit of progress. Are we ready? Continue. Right. I can't continue yet. I need to do this. Continue. This soon. I know. Right. Prestiani in at Wolfsberger. Let's do this. Can't rush it. No, you can't rush these things, can you? Get rid of that. Can learn German. Important player. Will you meet me at regular starter? No. Okay. Important player it is. 62k is a lot of money, my friend. Let's do 44. And you can have a bit more money when you play a game. How does that sound to you? And we'll leave that there. 46 it is. It's a done deal. Right. Gruber's loan, he's gone back. Toure bid, fine. Robert Renan bid, fine. We've had a bid for Alex Valler, which I'm going to accept. Yes. Just do flares for a continue. I love this chat. I love you guys. Right. Mora bid. Accept that as well. He's going to go to Spineless Sporting. We've got a few players unhappy. That's okay. We'll accept those. 1 month isn't enough time. Spends 2 hours before pressing continue. Exactly. Who's the captain now? Do we make Lenny Yoro our captain? I'm kind of here for it, you know. And then make Zezzy the backup. Yeah, I'm doing it. Good, Ben. Right, you might be upset with that, but I think we'll be okay. I never want to go to these. Leave me alone. Thank you very much. How's he looking now? Who's that? Yoro. Getting better. He had a really good season under his belt there. Really good look. He's now signed permanently in Austria. That's fine, Tiago. It's lucky. You're really lucky that it's not real. That's all I'll say. Right. Over here, we've got Lamidi Toure for Wolfsburg, and then we're going to try and loan him, correct? This is where I would like to try and tell him that I'm going to give him a loan for the future, right? Doesn't already want it. Fringe player. See if he would like... we'll find loan move. See if he would like that in there. He will. So let's put that in. Give him 30 odd K. Don't mind the rises. See if I can get rid of that rise. I'll give you a bit more money when you play games. Let's go something like that. 30k. Hopefully he'll join and then we can loan him. All right. You didn't want to do that. That's fine. Hopefully that works. He looks pretty good, Zaravo. Yeah. Noah Darvish. This is just for us, but maybe we can get him to loan as well. Squad player. Will you do impact sub for me? Love that from you. Maybe we could... If he's an impact sub, he's more likely to leave on loan as well, isn't he? Let's see if we can do 70k. Get rid of that. Don't mind once you played a lot of... That's a lot of money once you played games. But do you know what? We've actually got money for wages, haven't we? Money's not really a problem. Let's do 25k there. Meet me at 79. And I'll give you a bit more there. And I'll also give you 10% of profit. There we go. How does squads look now? Exactly the same. Nothing has changed so far. 70k for an impact sub. Look how far we've come. We really have, haven't we? It's wild. 79k even. Do the same thing over again. Yeah. They'd like a loan back. That's interesting. No. Sorry. Sesko bid. Accept. No interested in joining. But is willing to enter in preliminary talks. Hopefully we can convince him. Otherwise we may need to transfer list him. Accept. Isn't interested in joining Sporting. What if I list you... Oops. What if I list you for loan, though? Will you then talk to them? Let's see. Robert Renan isn't interested in joining. Let's see if I list you for loan, though, whether that will change. Would be very interested. Okay. He might go there, then. I'm going to have to go and reject a load of loan bids for these two now, aren't I? From other teams. Okay. That's good, I think. Next up, we have got Sporting. We've got a bid for a TQ, but with a loan back. Accept. Incredibly interested. Excellent. Let's see if he does the loan back, though. Simos, we need to offer a contract to. Future prospect, £300 a week. Let's see if we could lock you down even longer, to be honest. See if we can give you the extra 3 years, and I'll give you... Do you know what? I'll treat you. 600. Well, there you go. No, you can't loan him back. Ferrari is very interested in negotiating terms, but more interested other places. So we need to go fairly strong on this. Improve coaching staff. Let's go with that. 36k. Do you know what? I have 37. Because I want to sign you, Ferrari. That's that done. I just need to do Wolves now, right? At Wolves, we've got nothing. We need to press continue. Look at this. Another continue. Get your flares out. There we go. Right. Sesko, dubious. We need to give Sesko a big contract so that he accepts it. Wants to be a stepping stone. Can I remove that? I can. Remove that. 195k. Have 200. Have that. Have that as well to help. This is going too fast. Can we slow down? Chat, can we slow down? The ultras are out for the continue. He should be all right with that, right? Like London buses. They are, aren't they? Jefferson Atiku. We need to offer him a wage. Let's give you future prospect. Let's give you 8k. Boom. Tell you what. I thought part of the strategy was sell for profit. It is, Hippo Bed. We've done that loads. What do you mean? What part of what I've just done is anything to do with it against that? If you mean Sesko, then we're selling between. It's not. We don't sell for profit between like this. The money pot's all one big network. Outside of the network, we sell for profit, which is why we've sold like Angelo Stiller and Samu. We've sold loads of players for profit outside the network. The best part, thought stepping stone would be an easy way to sell for it. Yeah, I don't think we need to I don't think you need to write it into their contract though. Like, it can be part of the strategy, but on our terms, can't it? I think that just makes sense. Putting it back into the players' hands is a silly thing to do, in my opinion. Right, 54k. Is this for Sporting? That's quite a lot of money for them, isn't it? I see what you mean, though. Yeah. Right, you want 60. Let's do 58. Okay. Mora, squad player, regular starter. That's fine. Wants relatively low wages. What just happened? Why did that jump like that, by the way? Didn't he want 24? Oh, do you know what? Fine. Vinicius Tobias accepted. That accepted. That's fine. Hopefully those two get done. Next up, Wolfsberg. Nothing to do right now. Barroso would like to... I didn't do that, but also... I'm happy to sell you, mate. Do 2%. Get out of here. We didn't get any of those bids yet. I suppose I haven't continued long enough yet, have I? So we haven't had any of the bids. Oh, God, we got so many players in this squad, but none of them are in my plans. None of them. Oh, yeah, to be fair, continuing fast, I think we just couldn't do that because it's so close to the start of the season. We had to get, like, lay the foundations of everything we're trying to do. And then now we move fast to try and get stuff done, basically, is the plan. Right, let's try and get those ones that I've got in the works done. You've rejected Braga, you idiot. Right, Bragantino, they're going to come in. Also, Braga would be a good team to go to because we've just given them a load of money. We are in a group with Mafra and Portimonense. Okay. Anyone else in the chat got whiplash from the speed we're going? Everybody just slow down. Yeah, Braga is Red Bull. We're really rushing through at this stage now. Right, Wolves have got the Community Shield game. Do we play it? I think we don't. We should have basically the majority of the squad around. Penis can play in this, actually, can't he? Put him on the bench. Banyos can start up front. That's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sub 7. We get 9 subs, so you can go on there. Yeah, we do business with Red Bull. Yeah. We're just, we're rivals, but, respectful rivals. We just beat them all the time. Getting a nosebleed over it. I know. God, we've really motored through there, haven't we? Right. We have yet to see a game on this stream. I don't think you're going to. I think I'm going to... It's a Community Shield. Do we play it? We could. Why is it now supported by McDonald's? It's giving it the very full name there, isn't it? Use their money to sign good players. Exactly. We sold Fabio Silva for like 60 million to Wolfsberg. Right, is this the team? I think for now it is. Until we bring in any other players, I think this is the team. Chat, really quick. Vote with your words. Do we play this game? Yes or no? If we say yes, we play it. If you say no, we do an instant result and continue. What do we think? No. Mo. Someone said Mo. Couple of yeses. Instant result. Most people saying no. We're going to go with no. Thank you. We're a democracy sometimes. We are going to instant result this. Give a squad number to Yuri Penis. Give him the number. Listen, these jokes, they write themselves, don't they? Let's give him that and continue. We want transfers and the very occasional continue. We win! Trophy! We've won a trophy! It's a tuna which Trasoldi scored twice against Newcastle. Lovely stuff. How you doing, Hello, biceps. Hello. We are a democracy when it suits our supreme overlord. Exactly. Oh, by the way, chat, I've got some squash. Cheers. Pint thereof. You thought I was going to down that, didn't you? 3 continues and a trophy. This is FM Malarkey's easy. I know, right? Trophy tour in Wolves. They were beaten in the Champions League final last year. We're probably not going to do a parade. They've won the Community Shield supported by McDonald's, though. So that's good. Right. Any news on any transfer stuff? Do I need to be doing anything? Am I supposed to be looking at any players? Do I need to... let's do a quick one, actually. Who do we sign as a defensive midfielder for Wolves? So that we can then put up to between 17 and 23. Let's go 24. So that we can put Archie Gray to right back. Do we sign a new... Oh, Adam Wharton. It just makes sense. How injured is he? It kind of just makes sense, doesn't it? He's 24. He's English. Bringing Adam Wharton in to play defensive midfield so that Archie Gray goes to right back. It kind of makes sense in my mind. Is it a no-brainer? I think it is. I think he passes the vibes check. Lavia, I think Lavia was like 200 million. Lavia would pass the vibes check, by the way. I think he's like 200 million. He's only 52. Hello. I actually don't hate that, by the way. Too logical. I don't hate that at all. I thought he was way more. Why is he not coming up in my... Is he because he's... No, he's 24. Was he on this list? Welcome in, Greenest. Hope you're good. It's all right in the world, exactly. Oh, he's maybe not... No, because I'm not even on interest. He's only 24. I definitely signed Lavia. Yeah. What's ruling him out of my list on here then? Why am I not seeing him? Zaire Emery, imagine, but too expensive. Why is Lavia not popping up on here? He must be a natural DM. He is. He's down here. Okay. I suppose the question is, Lavia, is he good? Or do we sign Wharton for more? It's 52 million. That must be a release clause. It's not. It's just how much they want. Oh, it might even be less than that. It's 43 to 65. Is he on big wages? He wants 190k a week. All right, vote with your words again, chat. By the way, Greenest, thank you very much for the 6 months. Appreciate you, buddy. He is suitably vibey so long as he's left back. Yeah. Lavia or Wharton? Go. Vote with your words. We're doing word polls today just because it's a quicker way of finding the answer. Lavia or Wharton? Or both? Can we do a comparison? Of course we can, yes. Adam Wharton, Wharton, get both. It's quite a lot. That's actually we need to do a poll. And Ollie, don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. It was too close. It started very Lavia and then became quite Wharton. So, vote. You have a minute, all right? The poll is up. You know all the context of how much they cost. Go. Why do attacking midfielders work as right left backs? I don't know, Jacob. They just do. They just work. I don't know. Is the wage structure currently normal or is it slightly buggered? Our wage structure is pretty buggered, to be honest. Because we're in the Premier League in 2027, so we're paid quite a lot in wage. To be fair, it's not actually outrageous, but we've got a few... Like, that's not too bad, I don't think. He would maybe come in and be our top earner, which is a thing. But how much did Wharton want? I reckon Wharton might be better. Wharton would want how much in wages? A lot cheaper. Oh, I don't know. I'm a bit... Hang on a minute. Let me look at my spreadsheet. Can we afford both? Should I get both? We do need 2 defensive midfielders. If Gray goes to right back. I don't know if I can afford both. We do have some money. If we structured them, maybe, but it would be tight. Belieber's a left back. We can get both. Wharton won the vote, but just. Both should be affordable, yeah. You've got 3 other clubs to launder with. Of course we can afford both. That is true. I'm going to do... Let's do... Wharton won the vote, so let's go Wharton first. And see where we go. I don't hate both if Naipan goes. Where does Naipan go? Yeah. Did I even try Naipan going? And Naipan's now not on my spreadsheet, is he? Because I didn't know what to do with him. But Naipan... Okay, here's this then. What about Naipan? He becomes a winger backup. Rotation. When he stays, but he stops us having to sign somebody in the attacking third. Naipan to Sporting makes sense, but I think we do instead Balaukazar because it's cheaper and easier. Or if we can manage to do... we're bringing in... Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? That's really annoying. What we're doing is bringing in Darvic. So Darvic goes there and Balanzic comes in here. And Darvic goes there. Is kind of what we're working with at the moment, isn't it? Naipan is possible on Sporting. Yeah, but not... I think he... Is he? Sounds like a good idea. Naipan goes there and we bring in Wharton here and Lavia here. Because Sesko's 60 million and then it would leave us about 80 million to get both of these two, which can work with structuring, right? And we don't have to sign anybody else then, really. Maybe a striker. But maybe this Neverson or maybe somebody else, maybe. Is Bissek a ridiculous shout? Bissek might be a bit old at this stage, right? How old is Bissek now? He's 27. He's very me, yeah. He's just a bit old, I think. Not that cheap and old. Yeah. I think at the start of the save, maybe, yeah. Okay. I think we're working in the right direction. I think... Did I put the... I don't think I did put the Wharton bid in, did I? I think we're going to try and sign both, you know. I think that's a great thing to do. Wharton they wanted between 52 and 78. I think if we can get it to 40 out, they're both viable. So 30 out, perfect. Saw the slot of Sporting, yeah. It's only a short one. It's twisted ankle, I think, Ollie. It's not too bad. I did check. How much do I need to make this? Maybe 80? with a profit thing on there. What do we think of that? Just wanted to say I've fallen in love with your. I'm going to change that last word to you, and Jono's just come in to say he's fallen in love with me. Love you too, mate. Vertson plays right back in Wolfsburg. That's damn criminal. Nope. No, he's brilliant. You're wrong, is what I'll say to that. What do you think? 83 mil all in. Obviously, that's a lot, but it's 30 mil now, and it does give us a lot of flexibility, and we would have Adam Wharton. Just want to say I've fallen in love with your YouTube channel. Between this new series and the previous Champions League one, those series are epic. Just need longer vids. Longer vids? Jono, play. Hit enter too early. Nice. I try my best with the longer vids. I try my best, but yeah, they're pretty long already. Some people are like, I can't get through all these. They're too long. And there's some people going longer. So I like it. I like that there's both on there. Lavia's actually quite cheap, isn't he? If it's up to 65, that's really not that bad. Just do 20, 20, 20. Maybe like 8. 7.5 with the 10% profit. We might be cooking with that. And it's a 20 mil transfer. You're doing the same save? Nice. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We can move the finances around so much that it kind of works, doesn't it? I might have to move over to watching the VODs as struggle to catch you live. Yeah, go for it, Jono. To be fair, there's another video tomorrow. And then there'll be a while until we do another update for this save because I need to play it basically. But yeah, that's for future clicks to worry about. Exactly. I want to do a 5-year rebuild save. Can you give me a team and I'll do it today, says Nick. You need to do a 5-year rebuild save with Worms. There you go. That's all right, that is. Worms. This team here. Worms. All right. Verin for Rassensport Wormatia Worms. We are all worms, aren't we? The mention of spreadsheets and transfers got me tingling. Exactly, that's what we're doing today. We haven't actually continued a day yet, and we've been live for 2.5 hours nearly. We've gone from about 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. on the same day. You got to make a vid on how to do this by ourselves, similar to the DOF ones. Yeah, I am planning to, biceps. There's not really a big answer to it. Just add 3 managers to 3 teams or 2 managers to 2 teams, and then like use a skin that has instant result, so that when you go into games, you only have to play one of them. That's sort of it. Like you can go and make it as detailed as you want to using the editor, so that they are all linked, and then you can make kits and stuff and change the badges. But that's sort of all, like you can do it without having to do all of that stuff basically. Like, they don't need to be linked in-game because you can do all of that manually yourself anyway. But yeah, I'll probably make a video anyway because a lot of people are asking. But there you go. No, the clubs don't have to be affiliated because manually you can do it all, can't you? Right, important player. DLP, you're not going to play as a DLP. I don't want to do that, and I don't want to do that. Let's see if you still like me after I've said no to all those things. You do? Good. 105k a week. Isn't that terrible? I'll give you 97. We'll be done, Adam. Happy days. Lavia, you're going to want a lot more. 190k, lad. To be a squad player. That might be pushing it, my friend. I can give you 200, and I also don't really want to do that. So let's settle on 180. And I'll give you a much bigger appearance fee. What's on 56? I'll also give you a relegation release fee. And do you know what? Because I'm feeling generous, you can have a minimum fee release clause of 120 million. Because that's a lot of money. And I need to try and bring it down. 180. You can do 115 mil. For how many charges I'm getting here. Let's give you a Team of the Year bonus of 1 million. Lad. Right, 185. We brought that down a lot, but it's a lot of money. But yeah. Doesn't affiliate link give shortcuts though? Not really, Hippo. Like, in what sense? Like, it means that you can just press it and send people there. You can do it from the other side, but you don't, it doesn't really save you anything. You may get like, not really, to be honest, no. Spineless worms get it done, I like that. In terms of loaning out to sub teams when doing this, how can you like make sure that the players actually go on loan? Well, you're in charge of both. So I guess if you've got the player that you want to loan, make sure that you've listed them for loan so that they're willing to move. And then that's sort of there's not a lot else that you can do. That's kind of what we're contending with now, is that we're trying to make sure that they actually move. But if you get them all into the Champions League, for example, you get their reputations similar enough that they will do. But there's not a lot else you can actually do. Listing them, making them unhappy so they want to go. Right, here we go. A bid for... We've got bids coming in. This is good. A bid for Alanzinho. Accept. We've got bids for Gabri Martinez. Now, do these have future fees in? Optional future fee of 12 mil. Oh, that is a good bid if it goes permanent. 26 mil if that's permanent. Day 2. Come on. 26.5 million if it's permanent, but he might not go permanent. Is the other one got future fee in there? Optional as well. It's a bit rubbish. But do I accept it to get him out of here and get the wages off and stuff? Kind of want the money now. I'm going to accept both of these and then offer him out for 20 million. See if we can get... Do you know what? Maybe... No. See if the intermediaries can bring me a bid or something. Just 20 million transfer listed and see if we can do that, I think. I think we've got enough players coming in that we can sell all the sporting players, basically. £2 million for you. Done. Reject that. Done. £3.1 million for you. Done. Barroso, 325. Do that. Reject that. Let's see if we can offer him out for 500. See if we can auction him a little bit. I play on FM console, but do you think it's worth it buying a PC for playing FM? Xavi, it's really hard to say. Like, I don't know your circumstances, basically. Like, how much do you like FM? If you play it as much as me, then yeah. But also, it depends on your circumstances. If you love FM and you can afford to, then yeah, sure. And like, if you can use it, if you're going to use the PC for other reasons too, then yeah. There's a lot of context needed for that, isn't it? Yeah, maybe a laptop instead. I'm going to accept all of those, see if he goes. And do you know what? I'll do the same thing. Accept those and then offer him out for 5 mil and transfer list him. Suarez. Let's see if they'll offer a little bit more. 200k. It's the best bid on there. The rest are all non-negotiable. Happy days. Reject all unresponded. We'll also see if we can auction him a little bit. Give me 400k, somebody. Right. How many more seasons do you plan on doing? Also love the vids. I don't know, JDC. I'll keep doing videos and streams on this and seasons on this until we get bored. But because we switch it up so often and change it, and we've added new team here, and because we've added some extra competition, like, we've got a while to go, to be honest. Who knows? Maybe until FM26. Maybe we get bored and start something else before then. Right. More bids for Alex Valla, which I don't want to accept because I would need him to go to where we want him to go. Alan Varela, 79 million. Wow. A lot of first messages there. There is. So I think because I did talk about this save quite a lot on stream, a lot of on the video, sorry, a lot of people are coming in to join, which is cool. Welcome in. If you're new here, very much welcome. Welcome. If it gets stale, add new sponsored opposition. We've done that. But yes, Hippo, exactly. I mean, more so. If you mean just adding more than what we've done, then yes, agreed. Let's do that. Right. Oh, they want more money. That's okay. The shameless plug worked. It did. Well, to be fair, it wasn't a shameless plug really this time because we actually it was a video on this save. But yeah. Right. How are we looking on this then? If I have a quick little look. Bold of you to assume that FM26 exists. That's true. What do you think is realistic limit for teams you'll add to the network? I don't know. I haven't done the menu thing. I need to do that actually. Need to do that. Newcomers being onboarded into the transfer window process. Madness, isn't it? I know. We'll do here then. Wharton and Lavia in. That's cool. We don't really need to do this. I haven't sold Mailer yet, so maybe look at doing that. I think maybe an attacker still. Maybe not Neverson, but an attacker here needs to be done. Sesko's going through. Here, I guess we get some transfers done and see where we stand. We need to see if these loans will actually accept it. You are going to be a loan, aren't you? And we'll see. Is this the most FM focused stream we've had in months? Definitely. 1,000,000%. And it just because it kind of has to be. Also, I need to look for a striker that can play here, I think, as well. Would be a great time for Joachim to join the stream and ruin your plan to sell him. It would, wouldn't it? It really would. Okay. We've got a plan then in that regard, haven't we? What else? What's my priority before I press continue here, basically? Is there anything I need to be doing? Oh, I need to change. Hang on a minute. I'm not even showing you this, am I? Hello, so Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore, I think is expensive, but yes, I should do that. Well, I'd like to, but I think it'd be too expensive, and I don't. Sometimes he doesn't really he doesn't really develop unless you've got him. But he'll have a massive potential, but won't develop unless you've got him. Right, let me go to here. Oops, wrong one. We've got a bid for Suarez. I will accept that. Oh, is that the... I think I was... God, there's a lot of transfer business going on here at Sporting, isn't there? That was my auction. They've actually bid double. That's good. Let's continue. Get your auction emotes out. 600k for him. Oops. How you doing, Christopher Hogan? Welcome in, bud. Hope you're good. Right. 46 million coming in there. That's all right, isn't it? I know most of that is for our guy. Does Doué want to join yet? Most of it's for Jefferson, isn't it? No bids for Barroso. That's okay. Let's continue. What's the first kickoff today, by the way? Trying to work out whether we go a bit longer than... So I usually stream until 1, but whether we go a bit longer. You're playing FM24. Nice. We get the flares out for auctions and continues. I know. We are starved. We won a Champions League last year and still. Right. We need to introduce ourselves. That's all I'd like to say. United game, is it? Oh, yeah. How you managed 2-3 teams together? 4 teams, actually. 2 p.m. kickoff. West Ham, Tottenham as well. Right. Wolfsberger. Quick little check. Who should we sign as a striker for Wolfsberger? Youngish striker. We've got 28 million, but some of that's going to be used up. Is there somebody that we should be signing here? Maybe even as a starter. I don't love the look of any of these. Like, Van Persie's too expensive. Another old firm is there. Of course there is. Ferrari's going there. Lambord, no. There's Nevison. Granquo. Nah. Brighton Newcastle's the 2 p.m. Sky game. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. David Washington? Is he expensive? No. Katie? Ooh, I'll tell you who we could get, chat. As a Wolfsberger striker. It doesn't look that good at the moment. But what about JKA at Wolfsberger? We've not had him in the he's gone to PSG in this world. We actually had him at Wolfsburg, didn't we? For 2 games and he got recalled. But what about bringing JKA back? Arnautovic back? I don't think Arnautovic is still playing, to be honest. Yeah, Birdfort. Good. What do you think of that? 6.8 to 10 million. Quite cheap. Breakthrough prospect. Wages we can afford. Basically, he would fill this spot here. He is fun, yeah. Would fill this spot here. Majic and him would play up front for Wolfsberger this year. With Charlotto and Mastantuono, Mateta as a backup there. We have got a gap, basically. Or is there a young striker somewhere that we would loan that? I don't think there is. I don't know why it does that look with the black lines, but I think he might make sense. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it. He's 6'6" as well. And we have history with him, basically, don't we? Right, I don't want to do that much. Let's do 7 then. You brought this onto yourself, by the way, PSG. You brought the wrath of the installments onto yourself by not just accepting my first bid. So you're going to get installed to high heaven now. All right. 13 million you want, you get. But we're only paying 6 now. There we go. All right, let's do that. That fills that one. That's another thing sort of ticked off then, isn't it? Kusia said, willing to come in. Happy days. 59k is a lot. Give you a relegation fee release and give you more there. Not loads more. We might actually struggle here. We might need to give you 5% of that as well. We'll do with that. Right, Barroso. That's so stupid. Look how this silly game is. Look, no offers for Barroso. Nobody's willing to consider a deal for him. The news article, an hour later, there's a bid for him. I swear we've got a better bid for him, though. Yeah, why would I accept that? Intermediary, you've done a terrible job there. Right, 325k for him, that's fine. You do spot Sporting in there. They are our 4th team. We've got 4 teams on the go. It's wild. Right, goalkeeper bid as well. 650k. Would like to go to... Well, would like to go to Wolfsberg, actually. But I'm going to accept that. Oh, here we go. Proper bid for Marcus Edwards. Now, do I negotiate this a little bit? 16.5 million. Yeah, I could actually auction the keeper. In fact, let me do that quickly. Was it 600k? Let's try 1 million. Just see if we get the bid. Do I go for 18.5? Let's do 18. Okay, and accept. I think that's fine. 18 million into the coffers is actually really useful money for what we're trying to do. Did he say he wanted to go? Do you know what? Let's make sure he wants to go. Oh, he is transfer listed. He does. Okay, he will want to go anyway. Okay. Oh, I forgot I had this guy. Oh. He is actually... Oh, no. He was a new... He came through our youth intake, didn't he? Just offer out in case. I think I did before. How you doing, Abdul? Welcome in. First stream. Hope you're good. Oh, Mamadashvili is at Liverpool, but is being... Oh, 14 million. Oh. I know he's older, but should we make... Mamadashvili, the Sporting keeper, if he's willing to go? Big Mama to Sporting. I don't think he will go there, but we should try, shouldn't we? Or we should try. If he's not playing... Yeah, he doesn't want to go there. Or 27 is older for us. Do I sign him for Wolfsberg? And then loan him somewhere, or loan somebody else there? Might get an 18 million pound with no intermediary. Yeah, actually, I will offer him for 18. You're right, Ollie. Chat, have a think about I need a wee. I'll be back in a second. I'm desperado. Have some music. Think about Big Mama. Where are these grey hairs then? Where are these grey hairs supposed to be? Where? That's just short. If you mean the size, it's just where it's short. They are there. Where? Where? How are you? Where? Show them. Tell me. Go on then. Where? I see 8. I think it's just the lighting. I mean, you're wrong. Where? Acceptance is the first part of grieving. It's not copium. I'm actually all right with going, oh God, I just need the thing. All right, Grandpa. I'm like, I've hit unk status. I'm all right with that. I'm actually all right with going grey, but I'm not. I'm not great. Right, we're not doing this. It's okay. It happens to everyone. What's happening? Why am I being gaslit into thinking I'm going grey here? I do actually get like lighter bits in my beard here. But I think it's just, if you mean the sides, it's just where it's short. Like, it's not grey. The grey comes for us all. Shut up, Beyond. You're about 12. Wait till you have the child. I mean, there is that, isn't there? Yeah, that's true. I can see a light one in the beard, but none in the hair. Yeah, there's like light ones in the corner of my beard, but I've always had those. They're slightly ginger, but I think they are going grayer. I got ads, so I got punished for bringing it up. You're wrong. That's why, Nada. You need to subscribe. Right, Big Mama. Shall I try and sign him for any of our teams, basically? Is there... Yeah, close, see? But I don't really know what to do, because I don't think we could send Atabolu over. We could maybe send Dennis Simon over to Sporting, but maybe even not. It's basically, where does he go? Do you reckon Wolfsberger could sign Big Mama? I mean, let's try. No. He wants to play... Doesn't want to play in Austria. More recognised at European level. It's just where we... Oh, for sure. I know. In a few... like... If I'm going, when I go grey, which probably won't be that long, I'll embrace it. Silver Fox, etc. Just hasn't happened yet, right? Mama actually means breast in Portuguese. Perfect. Wolfsberg, we've got, that's Wolves. Wolfsburg, we've got Atabolu, but I just don't think he won't go to Sporting, will he? I mean, maybe he will. Maybe there's a thing. Maybe I need to look at Atabolu and see what he says. No. No. Wouldn't be interested. So I just don't know what like, if we do Big Mama for, it's 15 million. It feels like a silly opportunity to miss out on, but also, how does it, the only team we don't have a keeper with is Sporting. Who do we even sign him? What about actually, see if Dennis Simon will move here. Nah, so he won't go there because they need to be in the Champions League. Dennis Simon's there, but I can't... It's annoying because Sporting aren't in the Champions League. It's really difficult to shift any of the players over. But if we don't sign Big Mama now, I don't think we ever will, because he's 27. And this is when he's going to be cheap. But what we could do is sign him and then loan him out. Like sign him for next summer or something. Could I even do that at like Wolfsburg? Could I sign Big Mama, but not to sign him now? Sign him end of the season. And then by that time, Sporting are in the Champions League, and then we've got more flexibility to move people around. That's actually not the worst idea. Like if I make this on there and give them the 18 million, which is like top of his value range... Do you see what I'm saying? Does that kind of make sense? Because then by that time, Atabolu could go over, or Simon could move, or something like that. He doesn't know you'll have UCL, though. That's true, but will that make a difference? Let's see if... I guess let's see if it works. You need to list one of the others. I think even listing them, I don't think they'll go Sporting because they're only in Europa, and it's too... It's too risky, I think. But yeah, he'll be 28. Yeah, he will be 28. But also, it's 18 million. I don't even know if that comes out of the budget now or then. It probably comes out of the budget then anyway, doesn't it? He is familiar with that approach. He is, isn't he? This is true. I mean, to be fair, Atabolu's 26 now, but we've just had him so long that I don't mind keepers being a bit older either, though, to be honest. Though I wonder if we could move Tomasz to Sporting and Simon to Wolfsberger. Yeah, that's maybe an idea. And then Wolves get Big Mama. That's not the worst idea, actually. So Wolfsberger, I need to see if Simon would move to them. Nah, it's because they're in Austria still. They still... I mean, maybe he'd go there if he was transfer listed, though. What do you think? Transfer list Simon... To be fair, he's already been there. He'd be going back to where he's been. But transfer list Simon, get him there, then sign Big Mama for Wolves. Oh, it's risky, though, isn't it? Risky. He should go, though, right? What do you think's better? The future-proofing plan or not? But also, my other question is Tomasz good enough for Sporting? Also, have I tried? It's been one day. Do you reckon Adoro will speak to us now? Owusu Adoro. I don't know if Tomasz is actually that is good. Is he good enough? What about Owusu Adoro? I don't. Well, he's only just signed that contract, so he won't talk yet, will he? I think. Also, the other thing, chat, is once we sign a few of these players, Sporting's reputation will actually increase, and we might have more chance of signing some people as well. I tell you what I'm going to do, and I might cancel it. I'm going to get that Wolfsburg deal so that he accepts Wolfsburg, and then we can always cancel it, and that way it opens up other... We can always do something else then. But we need to stop him going somewhere else, don't we? So let's keep... Oh, God, I clicked the wrong button there. I don't know what if they're going to like that, but still. Let's do this. Anton Salatros back into the... We'll do left back, whatever. There we go. Right, he's accepted that. Wants to go to Real Madrid, wants to go to Salzburg. He's happy to come to us, even in a year, though, which is quite fun. End of new club season, yeah. I think we need to secure him, yeah. 78k, done. Right, he hopefully accepts us, but I don't know if they've actually bid for him, any other teams. Let's see, we've got a... Oh, Suzuki, I don't think he's in... Oh, look. Oh, hello. Oh. Spanner. They actually will accept a loan bid for just 375k. We could loan Suzuki for the season and then do the Big Mama thing for next season. It's for 6 months, but maybe I could change that to... I can't even change that because he's in... No, because he's in America. I can do a 6-month loan. I don't hate him even as a backup. Yeah, that's true. Suzuki Swift is on his way. I think we do this then. Anyway, just to get a keeper through the door. Also, he will be one of our loans, though. So we don't get that many of them. But I think a lot of our other ones are under 22, so I think we might be okay. Right, Suzuki's done. Right, we've got a keeper now at Sporting. Even if he becomes the backup, we've got a keeper at Sporting. That's good. I need to register some players. Suzuki registered. What other players might we keep here? Who was the left back? Martins. Keep you. Jefferson and Tiki will keep you. That's about it. Oh, I don't want to register anybody. I'll do it afterwards. Wait a minute. Give us a keeper. Give us a keeper in the starting 11 for now. Exactly. If we fill the team out, we will have Suzuki there. We will have a left back in Martins, and we have Jefferson Atiki will be there, but he's a backup actually. So that's it. That is our 11 at Sporting so far. Yeah, I know we've got Calais, who's not bad, but he's not amazing though. But he's not bad. Can barely keep track managing one club. Hats off to you. I mean, we're struggling. We're getting there though. We're getting there. Right, he's going to go to Wolfsburg. We've got bids here for who for? Israel. Ah, we did get the auction. Ollie, the auction is working. Brentford and a few other ones are in for Israel. So offer him out for, let's try 2 million. That'd be a lovely increase actually. Let's do that. And then Ferrari, we're waiting on a few to accept really. I mean, we're just going to have to play games with a really different team for a bit, aren't we? Okay, we've got the... It is working. It is working. We're auctioning for the keeper. It's gone from 500k to 2 million. Let's try 3. Every little helps. Okay, anything happened? No. Liverpool make loan approach for Robert Renan. Definitely going to reject that. We've got a loan approach for Barroso, but I'm going to reject. In fact, no, I'm going to just reject that, actually. Did you try auction? I don't know if I did. Oh, no, I must have done. I don't know. Yeah, no, I did look. It's on 18 million here. Mateus Rice for future fee with installments. Yeah. That's a permanent, isn't it, basically? 3 million, look. Brentford back in. Let's reject that. Let's do this. Let's try 4 million. He really wants to go to Flamengo. So that's the one to look out for in this auction. Suzuki first signing. Oh, Barcelona have bid for Mamardashvili. I might need to up my contract for him if Barcelona are in for him. We're Champions League holders, though, so we should be okay. Right, I don't want to sell you to them. I don't want to... Where's Klintberg in my list? He's back at right back, I think. Just check my... Yeah, he's the back at right back, so we're going to keep him. Oh, it's a lot, isn't there? Do I need to offer Mamardashvili a bigger contract? I think I do, because I took it down quite a lot, didn't I? I'm just going to put it back up just because there is now another bid. Corinthians bid for Flamengo. I think we need you. That's a decent offer as well, but I think we need you as the backup. Valor, no, that's fine. Okay, Naipan does reject Sporting, even though he's listed for loan. So, that's okay because he's going to be our backup attacker, isn't he? Backup winger. I think we'll keep him at Wolves, I think. That's okay. That's fine. Krupi, that's a new contract. I was like, where's he going? That's a new contract. That's all right. We have a bid here for something. Oh, look. We have got more bids here. 14 million. This is lovely. This is a great auction, by the way. And we've also got Simos is coming in. We have signed another player. We'll have a striker, even if he's supposed to be the backup. 4 million. That's not 14 million. 4 million. I said 4 million, didn't I? You do Ferrari. Yeah, we've got Ferrari waiting. We've offered him a contract. And Banos. So we're just waiting on those ones. No offers for Edwards. That's all right. Pedro Simos for 375k. That's good. I'm hoping he joins now rather than in the future because we kind of need players. We've got a game. What's this game? Carabao Cup? It might be a Carabao Cup game. I'm not sure. Right. Pedro Simos is in. So third choice striker is in the team. Pokal. Okay, it's Pokal. We can instant result it. 5 million. Look at this. This started at 650k, didn't it? I'm not even on the right... What? Okay. That's fine. I thought that was... Well, I was weirdly... I thought I was on Wolfsberg's stuff there, but I wasn't. It's just I'm signing so many Wolfsberg players. So 2 starters and 2 subs. That's what we've got so far. Yep. Hopefully an extra 6 mil here, though. Guillermo rest. That's okay. We don't need to do that just yet. That's fine. 6 million for Israel. This might be the end of the road because it was only 1 bid this time when usually it's been 2. Unless Brentford come back for 7. I don't know just what you want. Let's see. Pokal game, maybe. Oh, no. It was a... I think it was... Oh, camera's gone off. Hang on. I don't know where the other one is, chat. It's got too hot in this room. Too many fire transfers. I actually don't know where it is. You can't see me. Oh, God. We're back. We're back. It should be back. Come on, camera. Come on, camera. There we go. All right. Bilal Kazar to Sporting. That is another signing. Done. Good. Didn't mean to click that. Shouldn't have clicked that. Can I change that? Scouting. No. So that's another midfielder in. He comes in. He's only 19, so shouldn't count towards it either. So that's good. Barroso. That becomes permanent, but I think we've got better bids, haven't we? 325k or 275. Let's do... See if we can put this up a bit. Fine. Give you a choice of 2. Harder. Mandatory fee of 30. Do you know what? I don't mind. It's just nothing either way, is it? 5 million. Nice. That's a good bid. Probably not going to get oh, he might not get the work permit. What other bids we got here? I'm just going to accept 5 million. That's fine. No bids for you. I'll take... maybe an auction for him would be great. Yeah, true. If we don't get 7, do 6.5. Maybe we didn't then. Maybe I need to do that, actually. Because I've pressed continue and I don't think we did. So maybe I need to do 6.5 for Franco. Yep. Good stuff. All right. There's going to have to be another transfer stream, I think, because I don't think we're going to get everything done here. Soler, we need him for Wolfsberger. So he stays. That's good. We're waiting on a few, though. Like... We're waiting on Sesko to decide. We're waiting on a load of the loans to decide. Penis being wanted by Bayern. Krupi signing his new contract. Soler wanted to go to Braga. Oh, look, we've got the we've got Braga. Yeah, tomorrow is a bank holiday. This is true. And the video is done. So possibly tomorrow. Yeah. What is this music? I don't really know, to be honest. What are we listening to? It's Declan McKenna. It's not that weird. I guess we're just... Let's just go back to the start of whatever I was playing before. There we go. I need the right amount of money. If you give me 12... If you give me 10, I'll do. I'm going to say no anyway. He was covering... yeah, it's an ABBA song, yeah. I couldn't really... I've got it really low. I can't really hear it. Okay. Tobias has rejected them. Tobias says no to Sporting. What can I do about this other than listing him and trying to sell him there? Can Liverpool not turn up? It might be drunk Paul today, to be fair. I wouldn't rule that out. If we're playing till the first game, we've got another hour. We'll see. We'll see. I do have, life to live. Mailer? I don't want... Yeah, mate, I see what you mean. What? Okay, a TQ is going through. That's happening. And Mora is in. So that's good. We've got a couple in there. Who could we do for right back? Let's consult this. So, I'll tell you what we could do. We could do Klintberg. And he starts. And Tobias continues as the backup. That's not ideal, but it's probably the more realistic thing to do. Until Sporting get Champions League and then Tobias can go there. I reckon we do that. Klintberg there. Tobias stays there. And Klintberg does that. What do you think? Because he's younger, so more likely to want to go. And I'm worried about this one as well. Like, he might say no. But that's done. Hopefully Doué says yes. Or he might not. That might be a problem too. We'll see. I will make a bid for Klintberg, I think. Also, Klintberg is way younger, so should be able to go... He's only 18. do a little bit of wages. Yeah, let's do that. So Mora in, that's good. When he signs, that's done. That means we bring in Prestiani here for Wolfsberger. Is he at? Oh no, that's right. Which means Sporting now have this many players. Which side does Mora play on? Is he right-footed? He is. So Mora goes there. Suzuki, Martins, Mora, Jefferson we know is coming back. Did I sign anybody else yet that I actually want? Look how many players are in this squad. There's so many. Have I signed anybody else yet? I don't think so. Other than backups, right? How much I love your spreadsheet. It's a good spreadsheet. It really does help. Yeah, Balalcazar. It really does help to organise things, for sure. Because there's a lot to try and hold in. And then Atiku definitely on the bench, so put him in there. Don't you want to play the beautiful game, Alan Brazil? Where did Atiku just go there? Put him there. And I think that's it, right? Oh no, where did Simos go? Did he go into the under-20s or something? He went there. No. Senior squad. Any of these good? I think this guy's listed as our hot prospect, by the way. You go here. Yeah, Milton Quaresma's listed as our hot prospect. He doesn't look that good, but he's only 15, I suppose. So this is what we've managed to build in about 3 hours of streaming today. We've built a squad that has 4 players, and none of them are great, I'll probably say. Alan Brazil getting a shout out, of course. But we'll continue. We'll see what we can do. Penis has rejected us. No! That's terrible news. Right. What are we going to... Right. Penis saying no is a real annoyance. Where do we put him to make this work? Because right now, unless he stays at Wolves... Hate the Penis rejecting it. It's terrible, isn't it? Unless he stays at Wolves and we make... I suppose Jefferson starts... Jefferson could start there and Penis stays at Wolves maybe. That's not ideal. It's really annoying, isn't it? He's like quality that we want to be there. We've got Suzuki. I'm going to put him in as first choice for now and he can always become the backup. We need to sign this Toure, but I'm trying to sign him here then move him, aren't I? I assume he's loan listed. He is loan listed. Okay. I guess he's not going to go. I don't think we can get him to go there, can we? So let's make... Let's remove that as a thing then. Jefferson Atiku goes there. He's kind of on loan. So he starts. The squad's just getting weaker. It's not... I wouldn't say this is a really strong squad and it hasn't got Renan in it yet. And Doué hasn't decided. Do you see what I mean? We do, Reese, yeah. I haven't done this yet either, Mainu permanent, but I think he might have gone back from his loan now, so that might not happen. I don't know if we need to. We'll see. Okay, that's all right. We'll work with that. Let's think. Is there anybody else instead then that we bring over here that I've not thought of? Like Prestiani's going to come in here, right? And that's all right. I'd love... Unless we have enough money and then I try and sign Echeverri, but I don't think he was that good. Will Wharton not go or did Palace get Europe? Wharton we're trying to get. Wharton and Lavia. Who won the Champions League? Wolfsburg did, Brad. 4-1 in the end. It's in tomorrow's video though. Like, is Klintberg ready to start? I guess he's going to have to. Let's see. Do you only sign one of the DMs? Maybe. What? And then use the money somewhere else? Maybe. I've made him worse, Pav. So no. Because of Penis, yeah. Right, I'll accept that. Mora's gone. That's fine. Mora now, by the way, has been at Wolfsburg, Wolfsberger and Sporting. Didn't ever play for Wolfsburg, but has now been at 3 of the teams. Do you reckon Penis, he's definitely loan listed, right? Yeah. He wants to go to Everton, but on a like he wants to leave, look, but maybe if I try and do it as a bid instead, maybe once they've signed a few more players, maybe he'll go there. Probably not, though. Squad are unhappy because I've sold Santos. Honestly, get over it, lads. I'll sell you as well. Right, QCSR comes in. That's another bit of business. That's fun. Don't mind that at all. JKA's back to play for Wolfsberger. Please don't sell your penis. He's still useful. He is. I agreed. Right. Is he in yet? Why has he gone into the under 19s? Surely. Come on. Right. JKA starts there. That strike force is still pretty good, I reckon. Left winger is going to be Barcelotto, I think, right? Although he is right-footed. No, he is. Yeah, that works. He is right-footed. Thought he was left-footed. That's first team squad is there. Complete. Except Vala's going to come out because Vala, I'm trying to get to go to Sporting right now. Then that's fine. That squad is then done. Zambrano is not on the bench because he's out on loan, but we're pretty much there with that, actually. It's just Sporting. We've got no one. 15 million. Loads of wages, actually. Can't put it in there. Won't allow me to. Once I sell a few of these, we'll know a bit more about how much money we've got as well. Jonah Kusius there, fine. Let's press continue and see, like when Sesko moves, etc. Yeah, I don't know about those two midfielders. Is that a bit overkill to get Lavia and Wharton? Kushisari to Sporting? No. He won't go yet either way because he's just signed here. Maybe like Majic could actually, but I think we need all of our teams to be good, and I don't want to weaken other teams too much. Wasn't the other bid 6 million as well? Oh, I'll just do both. You can choose either for 6 mil. Conrad Harder can just go for whatever. I'm not having Harder and Penis at the same team at the same time. Just means Naipan backup DM and Penis winger backup. Yeah. Although actually, if you look at it, we probably need both. We don't have another backup anyway. Like, we could still sign both, and then Penis is just the backup, the other backup one here. Which is, that still works, doesn't it? Like, Wharton comes in as the starter with Lavia here, the 4 of them, and then we've still got these 4. It's probably still, I think it still works. We still probably need a striker as well. Whether we get this Neverson or not. I think we still need to do that. Shall I be making this bid for this Buchla, by the way? Is Maino permanent? No, I've not done it yet. I need to do that. Or we could move him, or we could sign for Wolves, I suppose, but I don't think I want to. What's going on with Mainu? Has he gone back? He's super cheap, look. And he's only a backup, but he's a good backup. What? Okay. He doesn't want to join us. I guess because he's been on loan here? I thought he had a good time on our loan. Also, his value's just gone way up. We're not signing Mainu. I'm not signing for 80 million. That's not happening. Harvey Elliott left back. Nah, I don't. We need to bring players to Sporting. We do. I know. We are trying. They've got a lot cooking, look. There is Klintberg, Renan, Valle, Doué, Ferrari and Banyos all being in the works of signing. So, yes, we do. But they are, we're working on it. We can get 2.82 extra million for Fresneda, actually. 40% of his next transfer fee. Is he going to move again? We'll leave it for now. Will they accept? We'll see. We'll have to find out, won't we? Sporting need a midfielder at one of the fullback squads, surely. Condition of entry to the network. Yeah, it is true. We've just got a bid for Sesko from Bayern. Imagine. You can definitely go. Why is he still here? 55 million. We're obviously going to reject that, but... No interest in enjoying Bayern. Yes, Benjamin, you legend. He actually will talk to, hopefully he accepts them actually, but he will actually go there. Solar bid. Why is he getting bids? Is it because he's loan listed? No, I don't want him to be loan listed or transfer listed. Go away. Go away. There we go. Right, Kusiaser in. I feel like we need to get a squad and then we can start doing things like moving players to play in different positions. I just need players, really. And I need to sell a load. Do I need to go to Sporting here and offer out a load more of these people that haven't yet moved? I need some of them to go so that I can know what I'm working with. Right, Duarte doesn't have a bid on him. So, no. I'm going to 5 million transfer list, offer him out. For Bragantia, does he have a bid? No bids yet. Is wanted, though. No one has offered for him. Give me 15 transfer list, see if we get a bid. We've got a bid for you. We don't have a bid for you, and you're a backup goalkeeper. We've got Calais as well, so just anything for you. You're £10 million worth of centre-back. You're not actually terrible. 28, though. Can you try increasing the number of clubs owned by Red Bull to create some competition? Yep, done that, Abdul. That's exactly what we have to do. Braga are now a Red Bull team, and Leeds are officially a Red Bull team now. Definitely something to do. Dantas, I've signed him before. I think was it Brentford that I signed him for? In the Moneyball save. I recognise his name. No offers, though. Let's offer him out. 6 mil. Right, let's see if we get any bites on any of that. Suarez, okay, that's good. Oh no, sorry. Guilherme Suarez is going to Hull. That's good. That is an outgoing. Dantas will be good for Sporting. He plays for Sporting and he's not that good. Yeah, he's fantastic in the Moneyball save. Yeah, he's just like he's one of those players that doesn't look like much, but plays really well. I'm not going to use him in this, though. He doesn't fit the bill for this save, I don't think. Bit old. At 28 or something. Still getting bids for Soler. Go away. Soler is we've got a left back already, haven't we? Could use Zimas at Sporting, but I think he's a bit rubbish. He is very rubbish. Any big news on the last 45 minutes? Just finished a run. Like that, Pringle. Well done. We've got a bit, to be fair, more of the same. There's probably some updates, but I'm not sure what exactly. That is a mandatory fee. That's good. A loan bid with a mandatory fee here for Bragantia. Can we make it a bit more? 7.5 million once it's all in. 7.75. Do you know what? I'm just going to say yes to get him out the door. Even if we don't quite get the money now. Oh, City bid for Sultani of 80 million. 104 million for Sultani. I'm going to say no, but he has got a release clause of 150. I could see them coming back. This guy, I told you he's good. I told you he's the future. 150 odd million. No, 100 million. If I hadn't already sold Samu this window, I think I'd think about that, but no, not now. He gets a massive percent. Oh, they've offered us a percentage of profit. Yeah, Toby, that is a bit of a grind, that save. Get the sell-on fee too. Yeah. Plymouth loan for Clates Jr. You know what? I like that because of the storyline behind it. I'm going to let Clates Jr. go on loan this year to Plymouth. Yeah, 40% wild. I will tell you, if they offer 150 million, no. $88 million isn't a realistic amount, though. I'll do 93, but I don't want to sell you. Oh, Mamadashvili's gone to... What? For 46k? He's gone to Real Madrid. I mean, fine. It was a bit of a... Like, there's a lot going on there to try and get him, but 46k? It seems like a little amount. Will he start? I guess so. He's first choice goalkeeper, but I don't know if that would factor into his thinking. I don't think the AI is smart enough to know that he wasn't going to move for a season So to go for that one over our bid, because technically we were offering him star player, weren't we? Who is the Real Madrid keeper? Lunin. I don't know. They might be quite even in game, but probably Mamadas really. But yeah, weird. All right, fair enough. Like in real life, that would make sense, but I don't think the game's smart enough to know that. Why? Go away. Take the 2% one. Go away. No bids for Gabri Martinez either. Right, we are approaching game day. Oh, Ferrari's in. This is great news. Okay, we do have Ferrari. And he's here before match day 1. Nice. If Banyos and some of the others could decide before kickoff, that would be lovely. Please, because it's kickoff time in these games. And I have no idea what team we're going to put out for this first sporting game. But Ferrari joining is good news. That is good news. Register. I will register them. Yeah, I haven't registered anyone yet, so it's not the end of the world. Don't worry. Let's do Suzuki. To be fair, I can register 50 odd players, right? It's 90 players, so I can just do all. Get them all registered and then take them back out, can't I? It's fine. SGL, get you in. Let's pop you into the team then. Roberto Ferrari is ready to start. Have I signed anybody else yet that goes in my team that is one of my signings? Yeah, similar to Bundesliga. It's good though. That is good. We like those rules. No is the answer. I haven't signed anyone else on my own yet. Could play Simos and Atiki maybe. I think we signed... Yeah, I need to train him to play there, don't I? I agree. I think we should do that. Inside forward attack. Back on 74. Okay, we got Klintberg coming in. Have I done anything with Renan yet? Is there actually a bid in place? I think there is, right? Yes. And then I've got left-sided centre-back. No, because I haven't signed that Lamidi Toure yet for Wolfsberger. That's where I'm at with that. So we've got... I think every position does have something in the works for it. We just need it to happen. Renan didn't want to join on the screen, though. He didn't, did he? So we might need to rethink that too. Do I need to look for another centre-back instead then? Who have I got in this? Maybe a loan of... Oh, I'll tell you what. If I sign Bouclair... Has my camera gone off again? For Christ's sake. Right, you're going to have to do this without a camera for a second. I think it's just really hot in this room. If we sign Bouclair, Claudio is Portuguese. Maybe he would go on loan to Sporting for this year and start every game. That kind of makes sense. I'll check if he'd want to. I wish on here... I'll put the camera back on in a second, by the way. I wish on here, when you went to a player, it would tell you if they're interested in that loan. Like, when I go to move to affiliate, I wish it would tell you here whether they'd be interested. I suppose I could go to, like, do it from the other way. And I suppose what I can... Tell you what I should do. This makes way more sense. Why don't I do this? Like I did before. I put on here, put them at these clubs, do that, do any age, and do interested in loan, and see which players actually would go, and maybe do it from there. Should have done this ages ago. So, like, Flamingo could be a centre-back that we could bring in on loan. Obregon is... Oh, Klintberg we're doing. We could sign this Molinier and use him as a defensive midfielder. So there's not actually loads, look, is there? There's a lot of players that are not very good on here. But a lot of the top players aren't actually interested in loaning. Ebasele, Molinier, Querfeld. And now this might check. Oh, Kusiaser could actually go there. Now look, he does actually want to go. So who, like, Douay isn't on this list. Was Wolves definitely on there? Yes. So Doué's not on there. So who have we got coming in? Claudio doesn't want to. Renan doesn't want to. Vala does. That's fine because that's a transfer. Doué doesn't want to join. So I don't know how we're going to make that work. Banyos also doesn't want to. Is Wolves? Yeah, Wolves is on there. When you get a few, though, that might change. But good to... This is a thing to check. I wonder if we sign this guy. Although, if Banyos doesn't, maybe we do... Oh! We could do Banyos to Wolfsberger and do Kusiaser to Sporting. Because he would go on loan, look. And maybe if I go to Wolfsberger and try this here, see if Banyos would go there. This is a lot, isn't it? Club contains Wolverhampton. And to be fair, that's all I need to see for Banyos. Job would go there. That's weird. No is the answer. So Banyos wouldn't come here, but Penis would go to Wolfsberger. Does that help in any way? I don't think it does it? God, it's a lot to try and hold information to sort out. Okay, so no. Let me put Wolfsburg players in here as well. I could just put spineless in, I suppose. Does that say or? Yeah. Oh, or. Bargy would... Doué would go to Wolfsberger. Was that where he was last year? Right, back to the thing. I know you can't see me. I'll be back in a sec. Back to this. I don't know how that helps, but Doué would go here. Could Dagger go there? I don't think that helps, does it? But Doué... Where is Doué for this season? I kind of need him to go to Sporting. I think we leave it for a bit and see if that changes when other players join, maybe. Might be the way to go. Right, hang on, let me put a new battery in. Right, camera should be on the way back. There we go. All right, let's press continue and see. Because Job also will move somewhere. Let's go and play this first game and see where we've got to. It's a lot going on. But I reckon we've made a good start. We've broke the back of it a little bit. And then from there, I'm hoping that when a few players join, it means that a few more players start to pop up on there. Because sometimes that does happen. We'll see. And maybe they'll surprise us and say yes, actually. Because sometimes they do that as well. I think I've got a good bid for you, haven't I? Fine. Pontello. That is an optional fee. What else have I got from him? I am going to reject. I might just reject all of those except for the 5 million from Fulham. Because that feels like a much better idea. Get me 5 million right now. Yep. I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm going to wait for a few of these to get confirmed or rejected, and then I will go away and do some homework and work out what I want to do. Joe Bellingham is wanted on a loan from Corinthians here. They keep offering for him as well, which is fun. And then we'll see. Jack John. Darvic is ready to go to Wolfsburg. Okay, we'll get him completed and see if we can send him over to Wolfsberger. Or... see if, I suppose, actually, when he joins, see if he'll go to, he might not, but see if he'll go to Sporting, because he might. Okay, we've got games in all of them all have games. Okay, let's pick some teams, do instant results of all of them, and then we'll see where we stand. Obregon starts there. Richard Rios comes in there. We definitely do not have a full squad here, but that's okay. That could be a lot worse. That's the squad. Instant result. Can have 20. Oh, you can have number 9. Oh no, you haven't got a number 9. Sure. There we go. Next up we have Neverson transfer list. Wolves have Arsenal. Any other big changes in this 11? I don't think so. I think we're pretty settled here as well, aren't we? Franks de Bast, Beliebers. We'll keep Gray there for now until any of those other ones sign. Creepy Profundi, that's fine. Banyos can play until we move him on because Sesko hasn't joined yet. That's okay. And then we'll accept that. I don't know. What am I going to do here? How do you handle it when players are tired with such a small team? Well, we don't usually have such a small team at Deezer. We've got a small team at the moment because I haven't finished the transfer window, but usually we don't have this smaller team. I guess just pick like the first choice in each of these places for now, for this game. Do you know what? Let me do next match only and do this. Duarte and Manu Silva. Start Simoes. Yeah, I could start Simoes. Give him a chance, right? As he's our player for the future. Yeah. Braganza and him. Atiku can play there. And then... yeah, no, I know what to do, but I wanted to pick which ones I wanted to go there. Greenest, I've heard of this. Don't worry. And then, yeah. That can work. Why does Atiku want the number 12? Right, take any good numbers out of these players. Any starting numbers, because you're not having those. You're not having that. You know what? You can have 13, so I don't know if you're going to be the starter yet. 6. Why would you have number 6? Rodrigo Mora. Ferrari 9. Atiku 12 because he likes it, apparently. You're not having that. Simoes 20. There we go. I need to give them other ones, don't I? 58. 43. You're all good. You're all good. I like the idea of thinking that I've just never heard of that as a feature in the game, though. All right, here we go. That is it all 4 games or just those 3? Oh, Chido Obi is starting. That's interesting. Dagger and Kusiaser. Kusiaser debut goal, everybody. We've beaten Rapid Vienna. That's nice. How's the team's doing? We've just played the first game of the season, but we're just in transfer hellhole right now. Wolves have lost. Their title defences began with a loss. It is away at the Emirates, so there is that, which is understandable, but it is a 2-1 loss. Bukayo Saka and Martinelli and Alex Scott with our goal, but that's all right. We'll get better players in. We'll be better soon. And then Samu didn't score, so it's a win in my books. Yeah, there we go. True, true. We're leaving here with something. Banyos does reject the loan. I thought he might. So what do we do about Banyos now? Banyos to Wolfsberger. I think I said this before. What about Banyos to Wolfsberger to here? And then JKA to Sporting. Because he was interested in that loan. That makes Wolfsberger quite strong with Banyos up front for them. That's a great attack. And JK would go there. Apparently. Where's Bilanzic at this stage as well, by the way? I want to get him to Sporting, maybe, yeah. And get Darvic to there if I can. Okay. That could work. I'm going to try and do that. Let's go to Wolves. I mean, almost do I just keep him here? We've got Sesko coming in though, haven't we? Who's the third? We will need a third choice striker. So I think it's good that we keep Yuri Penis here and Naipan here, because then Krupi could play up front if needed as well. But Sesko plays there, but I think we need another one. It's just whether it stays as Banyos, or is there somebody that we could maybe sign someone for Wolfsberger and get Banyos to, and leave Banyos, no. And still put JKA and leave Banyos here maybe. Yeah, get Mainu off there, you're right. Good point. Let's save this. What I'm thinking here is basically Banyos doesn't have to move to there because we could sign somebody here, and Banyos stays as a backup striker at Wolves, and JKA still goes to there because he is interested in it, and we do a new player here, or Mateta just plays another season. Like, is that an easier thing to do? Simos also is already, in fact, I can move it because I need to do that anyway. Do you see what I mean? Get rid of that. I think I'll do JK now though, because he said he wanted to go to Wolfsberg. I know he's just made his debut and scored, but now I'm going to see if I can move. That's Wolfsberg. I'm sneezing my head off. Enjoy. I hope it passes. JKA 2. Why can't I move? Oh, he's only because he's just joined. I can't move him. Okay. Forget that. I guess because he's only just moved here, I can't move him. Is that why? Can't move twice in the same window? Surely you can, though. Maybe not within the... Oh, yeah, sorry. I can't look here. I can't move to affiliate for Jonah Kusiaser. Maybe because he's only just joined. Hey, Taze. Perhaps. Which is annoying because that would have made a bit of sense. Play for 2 teams. Yeah, maybe. Did he play a game for PSG? He played for the second team. I guess. No, that was last year. He's only played for us this year. I shouldn't have played him, but I didn't know I was going to do that till now, did I? That seems unlikely. It doesn't even come up on here, look. Can I make a loan bit? Let's see if I can do it from the other side and see what it says. Maybe that'll tell me. Doesn't say anything. Maybe it'll just get cancelled. Maybe I'll just try it and see. I think I might have to think about not moving a load to Sporting till next season. Yeah, I think you might be right. Just get whichever ones I can because they're in the Europa League, basically. Like, we've got a few there, but yeah, I know. We're kind of at that sort of stage, aren't we? A bit. We'll see if that goes through, I suppose. Moreira's gone to Leverkusen. That's fun. We got money for that. We got 4.7 million. Wow, that's great. Yeah, 4 teams now. I wonder if Ozcan could go to Sporting. That's actually a good shout, Beyond. I really like that, actually, because Ozcan is not a starter at Wolfsberg, and I don't think we need him. Thing is, I don't think he was interested. If we go here, look, loan players, he's not interested. I tell you what we could do, though. There's always, like, do this, and then this would happen, then this. We could bring Ryan Flamingo in as a starter for Sporting, and then move Ozcan to Wolves as the backup instead of Flamingo. If you see what I mean. Just bring a load of fresh players into the group. Yeah. But I think we try and do as much as possible, and then you do that as like the outcome of it. Because we've got Wolfsberger on here, and look, Ozcan isn't on this list. Just check he's not on that list. I don't think he is. No. But Flamingo is. And Flamingo would be a solid centre-back for us. Just solid, not more than that. He might do permanent. Oh, Ozcan might do permanent. That's a good shout as well. If we go transfer here instead, yeah. He does do permanent. Oh, okay. Beyond is on it. Valet is interested. Fernandez. Who else is interested in permanent then? Any other big players? No. Doesn't really help that much. Okay, that's good. Beyond is on it. Ozcan permanent centre-back for Sporting. I really like that. I think we should do that. Let's do like... How much money have we got? We got 5 mil for that. I think we do a 5 mil bid for him. And then that sorts out left-sided centre-back. Rather than Renan, who's just not going to move, is he? Yeah. That works. Wonder if he's good enough to be the starter for... We could... Do you reckon Froylan Diaz is good enough to be the starting keeper? I reckon he's all right. Maybe not, though. Those two, that's two signings there because he is actually interested. That's good to know. All right. That's good. 5 million. We've got a game with Wolfsburg. Who plays up front in this one then? Because it won't be... Noah Darvic is here. Oh, I'm still not... Is he not interested then? I need to see if Darvic will go to... I can just try it, I suppose. Let's try and move Darvic to Wolfsberger, I think the idea was, wasn't it? Then he goes to play games. We can make more money down the line. Exactly, yeah. Gruber is the other striker here, isn't he? And then also, Doué can be on this bench because I don't know what I'm going to do with him. But let's not injure these guys that might go out on loan. We've got 2 keepers on the bench. Probably don't need those. Feel like he's no longer good enough. Yeah, if we feel like that. Oh yeah, Corinthians is an affiliate, but not one that we've got a manager on, if that makes sense. Right, Wirtz is injured, so Tobias starts, and you go on the bench. That can be the squad for this one. Oh, it's not even game time yet. Oh, fine then. Spineless Sporting have won 4-0 in their first game. Jefferson, Ferrari, but look at that. All 4 new signings, except for Jefferson, I suppose, isn't quite. But all 3 of our new signings have all scored on their debut in a 4-0 win. We played Chavez, so we'd probably expect to beat them. That's a good start. That is a good start. Right. I can accept it. It doesn't say it's not going to happen. And I'll accept that as well. It's a Clates masterclass. Everybody. Come on. Right. Dantas. Yeah, it's because you're rubbish and I don't like you. Good. Go to Fulham then. Perfect. 6 mil. 2 million for Rui Silva. Fine. I mean, if you want to offer me a bit more, give me 2 mil. Done. You're injured. That's a shame. Oh, did we were 1-0 down it. Oh no, it's in his comeback as a 4-0 win. Mora back playing, look, after playing for... Why does it not have his name on the shirt? None of them have their names on the... Do we just not have names on the shirt Sporting or something? Just numbers. That's weird, isn't it? Oh, do they... Maybe they... Do they have a... I swear they have their names on the shirt. They do. Maybe it's in green and maybe I need to fix that. Who knows? Definitely getting distracted there. Silva... I'm definitely not playing him in more games then. I want to sell him. Right, Yashin. 100k a week. Right, that's silly. We might not be able to get him. It's way too much money. I need to give him a fee release clause maybe. Like you say, Beyond, if we give him a good one of these, he might go for it, which is not the end of the world, like 40 million maybe. I'm not going to be able to pay him. I can't pay him more. Oh, maybe I can do a bit more. Nope. Yeah, this might be a yikes. He wants 100k. Yeah, no patience either. I can't do much more than this though, can I? We might have to come back to him when we've got more money. Like, once we've sold... Once Jefferson's deal's done, we'll have more money. Very greedy. I mean, I'll give you Team of the Year bonus, etc. But he's not coming down that far, is he? Been quite quite patient considering. All right, 30 mil. What else can I put on here? I'd give him wages, I suppose. That was a weird turnaround, wasn't it? Was that a bit of a negotiation masterclass from me? That was it must have been the like 68k offered, but okay, that's fine. He's now happy. Fair enough. They're gonna block that. Oh, how can I deal with this? 8.25. Talk to the board and hopefully they say yes, but he's new there. They're gonna say no. They're gonna scupper it, aren't they? You idiots. I guess because Salachos is new there, they weren't ever going to do that. I guess, do I have to do... He's not going to accept that. I just did a masterclass and now they've done that. All that negotiation for nothing. Right, I have to... For Christ's sake. I'm going to have to offer 8.25, aren't I? Right, Darvic is in. I need you to train as a defensive midfielder on support. I also want to see, can I send you to... Have I done it already? Yes, I want to send you to Wolfsberger. I want to just check, actually. Will he go to Sporting? I go... he's not on there. If I go here, is Darvic suddenly on here? Oh, yeah, Ozcan will go on loan now. Might as well just loan him then. Job will go there as well. Claudio will go there. Okay, this is updated. There's new players on here, look. Claudio will go there, so we can get him in as our centre-back. Him and Ozcan can be our central defensive partnership, actually. With Klintberg at right back, and then we've got the left back. That's actually kind of sorted. This is updated, look. So I've made that bid. Ozcan, let's do a loan. I can't. Can I not cancel it or something? I can't redo it. It's not gone away yet. Right, we'll wait for it, but that's good news. Darvic still doesn't want to go there, so we can still move Darvic to Wolfsberger. That's okay. I'm just a bit worried about Due. I don't really know what to do with Due. Prestiani's in. Araujo's gone for 5.5 million. Edwards for 18. There's 23 million just brought in there. That's nice. That's good money. Prestiani joining as... What do I do with Due? Why has Prestiani failed his medical? He's done his cruciate ligaments. Why didn't I see that? I definitely didn't do my due diligence there, did I? He's out for 5 to 7 months. We need a new right winger option. How much is Echeverry now? Has his price come down? He's loan listed. Let's just loan him. Will you do regular starter with none of this stuff? With an optional fee of 40 million. I don't hate a loan either, but I don't really want any of these stuff on there. Because they're just going to recall him, aren't they, otherwise? I'll give you... Can I just do none? Oh, I can't do that. We'll come back to that. Ever since you declared the Clates Masterclass, it's been a bit of a disaster. Yep. Yeah. Definitely. Right, let's play this first Cologne game here. And then we go from there. They might like AMRLC more than none. I don't think I can do that, can I? I just click attacking midfielder, you mean? Maybe. Probably not, though. You know what they're like on those loans. They just don't really... Unless it's exactly what they want, they don't accept it usually. Let's just do that. Can Gruber back at... Let's see what Gruber can do back at Wolfsburg. I'd like him. It's a DFL Super Cup. We won 3-0. Did he score? Yes! 2 minutes it took him and he did score. Come on. Lovely stuff. feel like we looked at Bob before and rejected him for some reason. Yes. I can't remember why either, but it might just be vibes, to be honest. How have you got your Jamal? Sort of made a bid for him, offered the money. They accepted it, offered him a contract. He liked it. Sort of that, really. It's not that hard. Darvic back. That's fine. Good win for us. Another trophy. Lovely. Good. Right. What am I waiting on here? Claudio. Right. We knew Due was going to reject that. That's fine. What do I do with Due, though? Where, like, he's going to be quite good, but where do I have him in this network if he can't go to Sporting? Maybe I hold on and then at the end of the window, maybe that updates and he will go to Sporting. Perhaps. Forgot the part where you messed up the contract and then paying twice the transfer fee you originally agreed. I mean, there is that, yeah. There is that. Is there no South American Wonder Kids to sign? We've signed most of them already, to be honest. Really. Let me just check again, actually, whether Due would go to Wolfsberger. I'm wearing a spineless shirt. Nerdiverse. Custom for this save. It's a spineless football club shirt, look. With spineless on. You can't see it. Spineless energy. What I wanted to check was... Will Due Lone? So Wolves, Wolfsburg. He will, What flavours do they do? Just sort of like sparkling water. It's just sparkling water. Due would go to Wolfsberger. Now, if I look at that midfield, we could do a midfield 2 of Darvic and Due with Dagger as the backup. And maybe would Dagger go... Ugh. Does that help us? That's a lot of D's, isn't it? Yeah, Prime is a rival as well. Or does Due just stay here as one of the 4 at this club? Like, is that the end of the world for Due just to be there? And then we do Darvic and Dagger there. Because I'm going to have to sign somebody otherwise here, aren't I? Kind of don't hate it, but who starts there? I could sign this Comenencia that I've been thinking about, but I just don't think I've got the money for it. Right, that's out the window. That's gone. JK was there, but I need to sign somebody. God, there's a lot to do still, isn't there? There is a lot to do still. What happened to these two? Why haven't those two and Sesko accepted the deal yet? Legitus, thank you, buddy. Thank you for the sub. Brand new Primer legend. I know you can't see me right now, by the way, chat. Ooh. Like, Dagger might go Sporting. Yeah, he might, but I don't think he was on that list, was he? If we go here, Dagger's not on this list, so that means he's not going to accept it. If he went, would be ideal. It doesn't look like he will unless he goes permanently, which I don't think he will. So he won't. I really would like Due to go to Sporting. That would be great. He's just not on this list. Maybe when Claudio joins and these guys join. Can I do this again now? I can. Let's do the loan for him. That's a bit much. When Ozchan goes, maybe. Oh, you couldn't see that, could you? There we go. It wasn't on the list, basically. Due's rejected the loan there. Fine. Yes. Ozchan will do in a second. Loan bid for him. Let's do that. All right. Might need to give it time, yeah. Sesko has accepted the move. He is going to Wolves. That is good movement. Sesko will be a Wolves striker this season. That's huge. I feel that having accepted Spinus, we should offer him a new contract before the move in order to secure his long-term future at the club. When's his contract up? 2029. I don't want to do that. Thank you. Oh, they've just made a bid for him of 20 million. Interesting. Simoes is the youngest ever player in the league ever. Wow. Right, Pontello for 5 million, also fine. No, because eventually you want to sign him at Sporting. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. How you doing, Root? Right, Ferrari. Welcome him. Right, Alex, this is big then, because this one will actually help. Alex Valle is in. Oh my God, the bloody camera's gone off again. Alex Valle done. I think there just is like heat rises from the back of my PC, like down the back of my desk, and it just goes, the camera overheats, I think is what happens there. So I swap the batteries out and then it's fine for a bit more. And then it'll go off again when that one gets too hot. Right, Alex Valle in and then Harder out. That will actually help a bit because it might... Oh, this is good too. Lamidi Toure for 20 million. It's whether we can get him to go and join one of the other teams as well. But him in is good. Because actually he replaces Claudio, doesn't he? Because Claudio's going to go on loan. That's great. Renan rejects it. We knew that was going to happen. That's good news. Darvic. Well, I don't really need to put Darvic in because I want him to go on loan. Lamidi Toure, though, is a player that we need to have in our network because he's just going to be fantastic. So he's going to be third choice here. Excellent. Renan rejects. That's fine. Wharton done, everyone. How does Harder look? Old. 30 million. Adam Wharton joins Wolves. Done. We have 2 new players. Well, we've got players signing all over the place right now. Alex Valle is a great left back. We've got a left back. Why have I signed him? Oh, well, I suppose it makes sense. We need more players, but we've kind of got a left back. You promised Lamidi alone. I did, didn't I? I actually did. But I suppose we're keeping Red. Oh, okay, actually, yeah, you're right. Good point. I'm not getting Renan, so Robert Renan stays here. Martins is only a backup. Yeah, I think you're right. Martins backup, and then we start Valle. True. That goes there like that, doesn't it? Renan stays. If we move Claudio across, we'll sign Ozchan. Do I move also? Do I also loan our boy, Lamidi? I need to check if he'll go, but does Toure go here as well? And then suddenly that's a really good defense then. And you've got a backup in Ozchan. And I sign Buchler, and that takes that spot. I think that's what I do, isn't it? And then we do... Hato is a decent backup left back then, and Renan can play there too. It's probably okay. I just need to see, does Lamidi want to join? Will he go there now, is the question, isn't it? No. Oh, he does. That's fine. So Lamidi's on this list, which means we can bring him over. Whether... Am I allowed to do that loan? Looks like it. And we do him and Claudio, I reckon. And then Ozchan as backup. And all of that will help with signing other people too, I think. And then we know who that Buchler is the signing. Right, we've sold another player there as well. And Israel's going too. That's good news. How much money have we got left at Wolfsburg? Quite a lot, right? Only 20. No, that's Wolfsberger. 60 mil. Am I waiting on signing anybody else? Or can I put all of that money? He can play DM too. That's true. Or am I putting all of this money on Dominic Buchler? 58 mil. Is that a release clause? That is a release clause. I'll see if I can do it structured. But if not, 58 mil is what we pay for him, isn't it? And then that sorts defense out like across the network for ages, basically. Let's try 65 mil with a percentage of profit and see if they'll go with that instead. They'll probably say no. Oh, they've said yes. So 65, but only 20 now. That makes perfect sense. It's basically his release clause, but 7 million premium to do it for a much cheaper now makes sense. Right, that's good. That makes a lot of sense. Torre in. He's going to be great. Can play DM. You're right. Keep it moving. They're looking to block it. Why? If they say 58 mil, that's so annoying. Except that. They're going to say 58, aren't they? Finally, it worked. So annoying because you were just gonna like 7 million to only pay 20 million now is such a good deal, but obviously the game can't comprehend that. They were about to scupper another plan there, right? Wharton in, defensive midfielder support. That means we can register Wharton. You don't need registering. You're young anyway. That's fine. That means Gray goes to there. Franks goes onto the bench. You're back from your injury in 3 days. Franks goes onto the bench. Replaces you there. There we go. He caved in. He did, yeah. Eventually. When is stream ending? In about 5 minutes. I'm going to go and put the football on, and I've got loads that I need to go and do. But probably in about 5 minutes, Abdul. I'm just going to see if I get as far as I possibly can, basically, with this stuff. And you've ended up having a 4-hour stream this week because there's so much to do. There you go. An extra hour. Bonus. Clayton Jr. is going to Plymouth. You had to ask. Yeah, no. I was going to anyway, but yeah. Right, what's going on here? Anything interesting? No. But to be fair, Abdul, the stream can end anytime you want. You can go whenever. You don't have to be. You don't have to stay. Yeah, quite a bit going on now. So far at Sporting, we've actually got 6 players through the door. Look, Ferrari being the big one, but also Alex Vala's in now, and we've got a few that should happen now. So yeah, we've got Lamidi Torre signed for Wolfsberg and is going to go on loan. We've got some. Yeah, we're getting there. Following his dad to uni, exactly. That's why I like that loan. I do feel like I should be doing other things with other teams of offers that I should be going for, but I'm sort of not. Captain. Who is captain right now? Is it Joao Hato? I think I keep him. Robert Renan is the current vice captain. They're all much of a muchness, aren't they? Robert Renan is staying. Where is he on this list? Why is he all the way down there? Why are they... What? Is it because I've got him... He's unhappy? He's loan listed. I mean, let's take him off the loan list. Maybe that changes it. Keep it the same. Well done, Jim. Lambord for Leverkusen. Adam Wharton of 83 mil. We've got... Well, wait for Sesko. Actually, it is less than that, isn't it? Gabri Martinez on a loan, but it does have a future fee, hopefully, to come in for him. But another player out the door. And then I'm just going to get busy with trying to sell people, I think. Right, Buchla bid accepted. Happy days. Not going to loan you because we need you in the squad for next year. But 30k is a lovely amount of money, to be honest. Happy days. Bracantia is rejected. For Christ's sake. Just leave. I'll take 10 mil. Just leave, mate. Right, chat. I think with that and with the football about to kick off... All right, Yassine Ozcan's just torn his thigh as well, which isn't great news. I think we will call it there for today, and I will... Oh, there we go. Amandio Claudio is in for Sporting. He is a great centre-back to sign. Barroso leaves. That one's actually... That is a big signing. because he's going to be great in the future. That's a big signing to play centre-back. We've got, what, 7 players in our starting lineup now? We're getting there. Just look how many players I need to sell. Look how many players I need to sell. I suppose ones that are not at the club don't have to be on here. Cut it down a little bit. We'll get there, though. We'll get there. Right. I am going to drop a save there. I'm going to save it as the next one as well, because if I'm going to do videos, I need lots of these. Right, chat. Thank you very much for hanging out. Have a lovely, lovely rest of your Sunday. I will do a raid if there is one that is applicable that I'd like to go for. But that was a lot of fun. I feel like I'm losing my voice after 4 hours of just talking about transfers there. But that was good fun. Thank you for hanging out. The next video in this series is out tomorrow. And then some other videos for Wednesday, Friday, hopefully too. But yeah, thank you so much. If you haven't dropped a follow, drop a follow. If you want to subscribe late on in the stream, go for it. Also, subscribe on YouTube. Also, have a lovely rest of your Sunday. I'll see if there's a raid. If there's not, I'll see you next time. Bye. Maybe a stream soon. I don't know. Do we do a stream tomorrow? Maybe. I'll see you soon. Bye. Love you. Bye. Bye, guys.